Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will continue their pursuit for a playoff spot when they host the Carolina Hurricanes at Nationwide Arena tonight. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. Former Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields has been traded from the New York Jets to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 2027 sixth-round draft pick. The Jets were expected to move on from Fields after acquiring Geno Smith last week. This will be Fields' third team in 3 seasons. And the NCAA tournament officially tips off today with the first 4 in Dayton. The first game between 16 seeds UMBC and Howard will begin at 6:40. The second game between 11 seeds Texas and NC State is scheduled to tip around 9:15. This update is sponsored by Logan AC Heat and Plumbing Services, the home of fast, friendly services. Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. What's up? I'm Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you?
I am doing well.
Yeah?
Had an interesting start to the morning, but it's well.
How was the start interesting? What happened?
Well, as you know, I go to Cleveland today.
Mm-hmm.
So typically on today, I always borrow Cardell's Tesla.
On Tuesdays.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I get it Monday night.
Oh, yeah. But
Whatever.
you use it Tuesday.
Correct.
Okay.
So he tells me, he says, hey, I was supposed to get the tire fixed, but I didn't get it fixed yet. He said, but you know what? You could put some air in it, and it'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
You can still go and do your thing and come bring it back, and I'll get it fixed when you come back. Okay. So I go to his house yesterday, put some air in the tire.
Mm-hmm.
He said you need to overdo it because it's going to lose some air overnight. So I overdid it.
That is never a good sign.
Correct. So I get up. I tell my wife, hey, if I get up and the tire is not good, I'm going to just take your truck and then you can take the Tesla because I'd rather it stay local than me try to go to Cleveland with it. Right.
Sure. Yeah.
So
make her have the headache. That's always good for your
not a
pregnant
headache.
wife.
It's not a headache.
wife.
Not a headache. Anyways, so I get up this morning, go downstairs, get dressed, go downstairs, and it's the moment of truth. Said, is this tire going to be on the floor or is it going to be fine? I get out and I look at it and it looks fine. It's like,
sure.
Okay. So I get in the car and I'm looking at it. Now, when you get in a Tesla, when you put it in drive, it tells you like what each tire is on.
Sure. Yeah. It gives you a little status report.
Yeah. Well, the tire that was messed up was on 24 PSI.
What's it usually on?
43?
43?
Something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
They run those things hot.
So
okay.
I looked and I said, he gave me his air pump.
Oh, okay, sure.
So I put some air in the tire. I put it back up to 44. But I said, if it got down like that, like I don't think I should drive to Cleveland.
Sure.
So I took my wife's truck and my wife is gonna take the Tesla.
Oh, see that's okay.
But like that put me behind the 8 ball because then like once I got in my wife's truck, she ain't had no gas.
Oh yeah.
So now I gotta go to the gas station and get some gas.
That's the fun thing. My wife and I have this discussion all the time because
my wife loves to drive around on E.
Well, see,
she likes to play this dangerous game, and I don't understand. When I get in the car, the first thing I look at is the gas. Where's the gas? She pays no attention to that at all. She said the only time she notices the gas is when the light comes on. I said, well, that's
not good.
Yeah, you play Russian roulette.
See, this is bad. I have fully transitioned into the dad who has too many like cautious warnings because I have 3 girls, my wife. They're all the kids are all going to be driving at some point, right? And I'm trying to get them to learn that like these are the things you do when you get a car. Because my wife clearly has never learned this stuff. Because like she gets in the car and same thing. There are times where it's like we're getting ready to go somewhere and it's like 5 miles to empty. And I'm like, 5 miles? How'd you let it get down this slow? It's like, I don't know. I was busy. I was running around. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's part of the running around. One thing, though, that I tell my kids, or I tell her, I tell anybody that'll listen, I'll tell you listening to us now, maybe you'll listen more than anybody else does in my house, is that if you run your fuel down like that, if people don't know how gas tanks work, like you have a fuel pump in there, it pumps the fuel, hence the name.
Yes.
I know a tiny bit about cars. One thing I know about fuel pumps is that a lot of them, depending on your car, they use the gas to keep the fuel pump cooled. And if you run it down constantly below a quarter of a tank, the fuel pump is working and it's not being cooled. That's going to possibly burn out your fuel pump quicker. And then if you have to get that replaced, it can be a difficult repair, or at least an expensive repair, or at least something that's a hassle and you don't want to have to deal with when you could have just kept your tank like a half or 3/4 full, or even a quarter full. Leave it a quarter of a tank full and you still probably are fine. But yeah, running it down to E all the time can burn out a fuel pump eventually in your car. So that's, now if it's under warranty still, you don't care, whatever. I'm just saying it's a hassle, if nothing else, to have to go get your fuel pump fixed when you could just fill up your tank. That's all I'm saying.
How does this work for environmentalists like you, Tyvis, that are constantly driving an electrical car? Can you just run that battery down low, or is it the same effect?
So when it gets to under 100 miles is usually when you want to do it, because you got to use a supercharger. And you don't want to use a supercharger when it's over 100 miles. So usually when it gets down to under 100, that's when I go like, all right, I need to go take this somewhere to get charged. But not before, though.
I didn't know we were going to start with like car talk, but I'm glad we are, because I like car talk. I can do it all the time. What I thought we would be talking about today was the fact that Sunday we had 75 degrees and nice. I mean, it was windy, but it was still warm out. It felt a little bit like summer, and I thought, okay, this is all right. This feels pretty good. Last night, I go over to the school because my daughter has a concert for her show choir stuff she's doing, the community concert. It's like a free thing for everybody to come to. We already saw it like this weekend, but we got to do it again. But that was fine. It was a good time. But we get in there, and I'm standing inside. I look out the window, and it has gone from like cold and windy to like a blizzard of snow. And I said, 24 hours ago, we were wearing shorts, and now it is snowing. And I question again, why do I live in the Midwest? Like, I was born and raised here. I will probably die here.
There's no better, because I have a friend I was talking to. He lives in Alabama, and he said it was snowing down there yesterday.
No, so. I don't want to go to Alabama. I don't care about
why.
No, I'm saying because it's hot in the summer and you got big bugs down there.
Well,
you got like snakes and stuff.
The snow is hitting everywhere. It's kind of crazy.
You know where it didn't hit? Santa Monica, California. I'm going to guess right there. They didn't have it. I bet Santa Monica Pier, they weren't sitting there with their.
You're not a California type of guy, T-Bo.
Try me.
You're not.
I like
it's
tacos.
It's different.
What's different? I like it.
Different.
I'll be different.
Is different.
Let me be different. Let me go be different in the warmth.
I spent 2 years out there.
Yeah, with 49ers.
It's different.
But you were up in Northern California. Like, I'm talking Southern California, Central Coast. And
that's
south.
Even worse.
No, that's worse.
You must be rich.
What do you mean? I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Is I will go get a trailer. I want to live somewhere like.
You don't want to live like that.
No, let's live in a trailer.
You don't want to live like that.
I'm trying to go live on an island. We could live anywhere in the world. I'll be like the Beach Boys.
What kind of island? That's a touchy subject right now. What kind of
very
island?
public island where anyone can come there, and it's not exclusive. And it's all ages are there because there's just a lot of different people there. All right.
The motherland for me, which is Puerto Rico.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. You'd want to go back to the island that, your heritage is from.
In quotation marks, because I was born here.
I know you were, but I'm saying like go to where your heritage is from is what I was saying. But have you ever been?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Do your parents go?
Nope.
No. Okay.
My mother, who's a 9/11 survivor, not the biggest fan of flying.
You know what? That makes sense.
I myself didn't get on a plane until like 2016.
Really?
Yes.
Well, for those who don't know, your mom was literally in the towers on 9/11 and made it out. Thankfully, obviously, but still.
I convinced my brother and sister to fly within like the past couple of years, and she acts like I got them on crack cocaine.
Well, again, I can't blame your mom for that.
I can't blame her.
I have had people where I've met someone who, many years ago that I used to work with that was like, I don't drive. Someone has to drive me, and I don't drive. And the reason was because
I like that.
They had, It wasn't because, like, I'm too good for that. It was because they'd had, like, a really bad car accident. They were at the wheel, and they were traumatized by it. And they said, like, and I was like, well, okay. I mean, I can understand that. That makes sense.
This sounds like me when I was like, for a long time of my life, I didn't get on roller coaster rides that went upside down.
Why is that? I mean, I didn't do that either because I was just a scared little kid, but why didn't you do it?
I had this fear that something would fly out of my pockets.
That's a real.
That's why you don't put anything in your
things
pocket.
in your pockets on those rides. You shouldn't do that. Yes. Did something like that actually happen to you?
No.
Okay, good.
But I had, you know how when you go, like, let's say you go to Cedar Point.
There's post-traumatic stress disorder. You had pre-traumatic stress disorder. Like, it didn't even happen to you, and you were already stressing about it.
Well, this is why, because
that's
like,
called anxiety.
When I was a kid, like, I seen, you know how when you go to a ride and like as the ride is going, like you see like stuff on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, on the ground underneath the loop.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, they lost their phone or their glasses or something like that. Like, so I always said, well, I'm not gonna get it because I don't want to lose stuff that's in my pocket.
No.
So yeah.
No. I'm with you.
It took me all the way until the first time I had this fear until I met my wife, actually. So that would have been, we went to Cedar Point in like 2016-ish, 17-ish.
Yeah.
Is when I first started getting on rides that go upside down.
That's usually how it works. A girl, a woman, someone gets you to like, someone that you're interested in will like say, let's go on this roller coaster. And you're like, all right.
That thing will motivate you.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? You're going to wuss out? That's the same reason I would ever, that's like the only time I ever went to a haunted house is because there was a girl that was like, let's go to the haunted house. I'm like, okay. And then
haunted houses, it's so
I hate them.
They're too predictable.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
I walk through the haunted house and I don't fret not one time because it's so predictable. Like, I know you're about to be right there.
I know, but I still hate it because I'm like, I know they're there. God, and then it just.
You don't want to go with me because I'll be like joking with the people.
Yeah, see, I wish I could do that. I can't. I'm not good with it.
You mentioned people not liking to drive. Imagine living a life with a girlfriend and a mother who refuse to get on the highway. Oh, it's such an inconvenience to me.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that would be. Is that a thing you had?
That's the thing I have currently.
Oh,
so are you driving?
I drive everywhere, which I would prefer to be that way anyway. But it's like,
yeah.
You ask them to go somewhere or do something, and it's like, oh, their route's going to take 20 minutes longer than it should.
My mom does that now where she's like, I refuse to get on the freeway. It's like to go, because we live in Marysville. She lives there too. To go over to like, I don't know, Sunbury or something. You think go down 33, get on 270, go up, to Sunbury. No, instead it's we got to go back roads and take 36 all the way. And it's like,
the only road you should avoid is 23.
Well, that's true. That's not even really, it depends on where you are. It's not even like a major freeway. It's just like a road.
It is.
Well, it depends on where you are, what part of it you're on. All right, a Buckeye coaching legend retired yesterday. We'll talk about him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day, folks. We are seeing some shiny and slippery roads with these icy conditions this morning, so want to make sure you are taking extra precaution out there as you're stepping out the door. We actually have a crash over in the Dublin area, our northwest corner, 270 southbound, just passing Tuttle Crossing Boulevard, where not one but two left lanes are blocked. And at least some better news for our downtown commuters. A ramp has officially reopened after a crash. 71 southbound, that ramp to 670 westbound, all lanes officially back open. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Spring is hatching at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Join us April 3rd and 4th for Eggs, Paws, and Claws presented by Kroger. Hop on over for 2 days of extra special fun with photos with the Easter Bunny. Meet Egbert and roll into Shelley's Rolling Shellebration. Clues are hidden all around the zoo for Explore and Find, so bring your sense of adventure. Get your discounted tickets at Kroger and don't miss this extreme spring celebration at the Columbus Zoo.
It's time for an NCAA tournament schedule preview. March Madness tips off with first four action tonight and Wednesday, including two 11-seed battles between Texas, North Carolina State, and then Miami of Ohio and SMU tomorrow. Then on Thursday, a full slate of 16 games, including 1 seeds Duke and Michigan taking the floor. Followed on Friday by top seeds Arizona and Florida getting their tournament started. Stay tuned for Western One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament right here.
O'Reilly. Replace your wiper blades and save $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Beam blade technology improves windshield contact for maximum visibility. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or give us a call and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered snow showers this morning, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and blustery with temperatures in the 20s, but with the winds, we feel like we're in the single digits. And then as we head into the day today, we will see a chance of snow showers on and off, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and highs struggling to get into the low 30s with gusty winds. For tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world.
T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
How many guys out there have a mediocre sex life? It's good, but don't let good be where you plateau at. Good is nothing but the enemy of great. Go see my guys at Tri-State Men's Health. They can turn that good into great, to exceptional, to you being the best she's ever had. Shout out to Drake. Tri-State Men's Health has the treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of these treatments can have you last an hour or more. There are 2 locations located in Columbus, Hilliard and Westerville. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that brings you closer together. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. The initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. Call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
You better hope that someone at Tri-State Men's Health don't have the same feelings about Drake as I do.
Look at you.
You might as well.
It's a song.
You might as well have shout out Jeffrey Epstein if you're going to shout out Drake.
Wow.
It's like that.
No.
That's a Kendrick quote.
Well, I was referring to his hit single, Best I Ever Had.
Yes.
Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it. Yeah. You know the song. You know the song.
I mean, probably about an underage woman is all I'm saying.
Wow. Allegedly, Dylan. Dylan, we have to. Dylan, I will not defend you in court either. I'll be like, that man said that, and I don't know what to tell you because he's allegedly is the word. Allegedly. Now, you might be wondering, is it Hot Take Tuesday? The answer is yes, it is Hot Take Tuesday. But if you're waiting us to play the sound, it says it's Hot Take Tuesday or whatever, and then we do the horns or any of the. We have no audio to play. We can't play any audio because our computer is crapped out as of right now. I don't know why. We have asked our technical team to look into it. Of course, I don't know that any of them are here yet because it is early. However, eventually, and this is sad because today, Dylan, you had a job that you were going to do for your daughter.
Yeah, I promised her that I would play fart sounds.
And I would gladly help make that happen for her. But we have no computer to. So whenever that gets fixed, we will be playing the audio. But you can still fire off a hot take to us.
Tyvis offered to fart into the mic. So
he did.
If the feeling comes upon me, I'm gonna stand up and put the microphone down there.
Can you go to another? Can you go to another studio and we'll pipe it in here? Because I don't want to smell it afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta commit to the bit. We're doing this for Gigi.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We got to commit to the bit.
Tell her Uncle Tyvis got her covered.
By the way, speaking of committing to the bit, someone in the YouTube chat, Z-Dog, said, "Morning, fellas, still trying to get over y'all rigging Pizza Madness.
Okay.
Including Mike and Timmy, y'all going to make sure Pizza House wins, but I can't be too mad. Tommy's won last year.
Well,
y'all did Tarita's dirty. Well, not if I could help it. Pizza House ain't winning nothing. Because I had it on Friday.
You're not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That's
Sorry
fine.
for the people at Pizza House.
That's
but
wild.
That ain't it for me.
That is wild.
I mean, I thought it was good. I actually very much enjoy Pizza House.
I'm scared to try it.
Just do yourself a favor. If you like sausage, get the sliced sausage with the pepperoni.
Hate that you two are on opposite ends.
You don't have
this.
to. No, Tyvis, guess what? Because you can't be cold. Because you can't be Switzerland. Can't just
well,
be like,
one of y'all are wrong.
Yes. No. One of us is. We're both correct in how we feel about it. We're just one of us is not going to agree with you because you're going to come down and say I either like it or I don't, and that means one of us is going to disagree. Doesn't mean any of us are wrong. It's our truth. It's our mouths.
Wait, what are you saying?
Put the pizza in your mouth, and if you like it, it's good.
Are you saying, Dylan, that the pizza's not good?
I don't think it's Final Four of Pizza Madness.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, I could.
But you would. But if someone said, "Hey, I bought Pizza House," you would be like, "Get me out of this house! I got to leave."
No,
you would eat it.
I would not choose starvation over Pizza House.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. But yeah, all I can tell you is I liked Pizza House when I had it. However, if I were voting, I probably would have voted Tommy's. But the problem is, not problem. It's what happened. The Pizza Madness voters went otherwise. They went for Pizza House. So what am I supposed to do? Last year, I want to say they were in the Elite Eight. So I think we're getting the Final Four announced on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what's happening. But Pizza Madness.pizza, you can go vote for the Final Four. That is JT's, Sexton's, Adriatico's, and Pizza House. That's right. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So you can go see the matchups and vote for them there. It's all brought to you by our friends at Billiards Plus. So Butler Basketball tweeted out this. Congratulations on your retirement, Thad. Thank you for all you did for Bulldog Nation. Yesterday it was announced that Thad Matta will be retiring from coaching after a 4-year return to coaching at Butler. They say he will remain there, his alma mater. He will be a special assistant to the university president and athletic director, which is absolutely fine. That means he gets to collect the check and be involved at the school, but he gets to enjoy essentially a retirement from coaching, not a retirement from going to a job every day. He got his 500th win in February, so he finished his career in 21 seasons as a head coach, 502 and 223. That's a pretty good winning percentage.
That is really good.
Is that over? I think that's over 750, isn't it? Wouldn't that be? Like if you win, yeah, I'm pretty sure, or maybe 230, whatever. The point is,
how many losses did he have?
223, 502 to 223. That's a hell of a winning percentage. college basketball. You take that anytime you can get it.
69%.
Oh, hey.
692.
All right, so just about 70%. Very nice. Winningest coach in Ohio State basketball history. He was 337 and 123 with the Buckeyes, leading Ohio State to a national championship game appearance, 2 Final Fours, 3 Elite Eights, 5 Sweet 16s, and 9 total NCAA tournament appearances. And I just want to remind some of you, we ran this man out of town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really. It was a mutual decision, according to the official thing, but they were kind of ready to move on. I think he was kind of also with some of his, health issues. That was something that was put out there, but
Didn't he not fly to recruit?
That was something that was put out there. I don't know if that's accurate. What I do know is, I remember he had so many, he had a lot of back issues, and I do know, like in the arena, I remember at least 1 year. I don't know if it was ever, I don't know if it was the last few years. I know at least for one part of 1 year, they had to move the interview location for post-game interviews where, they come and talk to the coaches on the radio broadcast.
Yeah.
They had to move that location, I think, because he had difficulty getting to wherever the location was because of there was some stairwell or something he had to go up, and his back wouldn't let him do it. So I still think, though, obviously he went on to continue coaching. Maybe it helped him to get a break from that and then be able to, get his body right a little bit more and then come back and coach. But yeah, it's too bad that, it didn't work out here towards the end, but that just shows you a little bit of, there were lots of people at the time he left. I was on the radio for it. I remember lots of people who said, yeah, it's time to go. Dad's over the hill.
A lot of people said that.
Right.
It was time to move on.
And that's for a guy who had that record and that, level of accomplishment. Yes, the last couple of years, I want to say they missed the tournament at least one of those years or maybe two. So, it wasn't that it's not that it came out of nowhere, but that's the standard that Ohio State basketball has had. But that obviously is a great coach. Would we call him the greatest coach in Ohio State basketball history?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could argue that.
Yeah.
You can go back to, before we were putting games on television, I guess, and have discussions about that. But Jim O'Brien was a good coach. He just had the Final Four that he took this team to got negated by, the Boban Savovic's person he was living with was giving him money or something like that, or got some illegal benefits. Something as simple as that now would be nothing. That was what got all that stuff banished and taken away and kind of sullied his. But he was a good coach too. But Thad did way more to, I think, establish the reputation of what this program is. When I think of Buckeye basketball, I'll think of Thad Matta. As far as that era is what I equate Ohio State basketball to, not this lack of success that has happened since then. So,
well, we haven't had a success since he left. 2012 Final Four. This is the furthest we've been since then. I don't even think we've come close.
No.
We come close to a Final Four since 2012.
I think you're right.
For the historians out there, Fred Taylor in the 60s won a national championship.
Well, I know he won the
4 Final Fours, 7 Big Ten championships. So,
he the GOAT.
I'm going
to tell you that right now.
I'm just going to hold on. Hold on.
You say that one more time. National championship. How many Final Fours?
One, it's not like Fred Taylor hasn't been honored. Literally, when you go over there, the arena's on Fred Taylor Drive, right? So you do go over there. He is well remembered, all that. I'm saying when that happened, that was a different era of college sports.
I understand
Thad winning in this era of the last 30 years of sports have been, when he largely was here, that era is, I think, much more difficult. The tournament was expanded in the 80s, so it was easier to make the tournament back when Fred Taylor did it. I'm just saying, I would take that over Fred Taylor as far as the greatest coach in program history. Even though Thad never got the national championship, he got them to that game in a much more difficult environment, I would say. So, yeah, I'm gonna say Thad Matta, greatest coaching.
We lost to
OSU
Florida
basketball history
2 times. Football and basketball.
You know what? I'm told that I'm not allowed to say we because I didn't play, so I'm not putting we on that. I didn't do anything. I watched other people lose. That's what I did. I'm going to back out of that.
Somebody told you that?
Yeah, if I say we did that, they're like, did you play? It's like, you're right, I didn't. We didn't lose anything. They did. I didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I'm very against people saying we when they're not on the team.
What's that?
Lose or talk.
Well, you know what? I'd play it if the damn thing would work, but the buttons are all messed up today.
I guarantee you the soundboard works by 3 p.m. today.
I would. Well, it'll work.
Wow.
It'll work, Dylan.
Wow.
It'll work before 9 a.m. It might be 8:55, but it'll work before 9 a.m. I promise you that. Former Buckeyes on the move. We'll discuss in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we do have a road closed right now in Delaware County, just north of Powell, after debris has been found on the roadway. It's that State Route 745 area in both directions, too. You cannot access from Home Road to Moore Road out there. So to avoid it all, take this detour instead. State Route 745 southbound, get you to 42 eastbound instead. Then head towards Riverside Drive all the way southbound to Home Road. Westbound that direction, get you back going on 745, and you can take this vice versa. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Want to start testosterone therapy? Go to Low T Center, the area's #1 TRT clinic for effective, custom testosterone covered by insurance. This month, get a free men's T test and discounts on peptides. Head to lowtcenter.com now and book your free test.
The open season Sportsman's Expo hits this Friday through Sunday at the Ohio Expo Center. See Twiggy the water skiing squirrel, shop hundreds of exhibitors and much more with Toyota the official truck and Tacticam the official cell camera. Get discounted tickets now at openseasonsportsmansexpo.com.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive, to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full and best potential. Learn more about how Children International is empowering children and families by going to children.org today. That's children.org.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
I see a hot take. First of all, it's Hot Take Tuesday. Please make sure you...
I know, I can't do the sound thing. I'll have a good sounder for it.
Please make sure y'all drop them in the chat. The Amazing Salvi.
Okay.
Adriaticals is also terrible.
Ooh, that is a hot take.
In fact, the whole Final Four is sad and blood pressure rates.
Wait, what? Blood pressure rates?
Raising.
Oh, well, all right. I mean, again,
He's big mad.
Dang.
Listen, I want to be clear.
I would love to know who should have been in it. I need to know who he liked.
This is why I have looked at the Pizza Madness bracket brought to you by Billiards Plus. I have looked at that and said, last year I think we put our hands, our little fingers on the scales of justice a little bit to try to say, well, the people voted this way. However, we think this pizza's better. And so we would, modify that, right? This year, I have taken the approach of, why do I want to get blamed for this? When everybody gets mad about their favorite pizza place, it's like, well, good, blame all the people who voted or didn't vote or whatever. When we went the Pizza House over Tommy's, I like Pizza House. It's very good. Tommy's is, in my opinion, I would still rather probably have a Tommy's pizza over Pizza House. But like you said, Dylan, you put them both in front of me. I love them both. I'd eat them both. And Pizza House, I think, is very good. I think it deserves to be in the Final Four. But I didn't put it there. You people did. You voted for it.
I think Sexton's is going up against Adriaticos, right?
Is that right? Let me look.
I believe that might be right. And if that's right, that's tough, boy.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
That's tough because I love Sexton's pizza.
There are people out there who are listening who are probably like, why are you guys talking more about the pizza bracket than the March Madness bracket? And the answer to that is because I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I've got a bunch of upsets that I've got picked that I know. Because this is what I watch in college basketball. I watch Ohio State every game. I watch a lot of Big Ten. I will check in on top 25 matchups, maybe once or twice a week. If you want to know what Hofstra's going to do, don't ask me. I don't know. I'm guessing like everybody else. But I'll admit that to you. I do know more about pizza than I do know about college basketball. So I'm going to stick with what I know. If you want to hear someone pretend like they know about college basketball, you can listen to plenty of other places that are doing that this week and acting like they got I got this hot matchup for you. I know who's going to win. I know pizza, so I'm going to stick to that. But, I mean, I like college basketball. I watch a lot of it. I think I know a little bit about the Buckeyes. But, beyond that, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I can predict why or why not Hofstra's going to pull an upset. Or what's the school that's really hot this year that's like
Hawaii.
Yeah, they're
Hawaii
one.
is hot.
They're one. They've got a potential upset watch on them. But isn't there one that's like one of the much smaller schools, religious sounding school? I want to say that people
St.
are
Mary's.
No, it's more. Now I got to look up the bracket. Anyway, the point is, I can't tell you about these schools because I don't watch a lot of mid-major basketball. So I'm not going to pretend like I do. I'm going to do what I know. And when we get, and you know what I'm going to do on Thursday and Friday when these teams pull upsets? CA Baptist. That was it.
They first round is against Kansas.
Yeah, that's the one. Right. If you think CA Baptist, is it Cal Baptist?
Yeah, Cal Baptist.
Okay. Are they from California or is it just some guy named Cal who was like, hi, I've got a university. I'm Cal.
John Calipari's Catholic University.
No, it's Baptist. It's not Catholic. It's Baptist.
We're off the rails.
Is he like Oral Roberts, where he just named it after himself? Did you know that? That's a real guy. Oral Roberts was a dude.
You don't have to remind me. Oral Bob is who killed the Ohio State basketball program for however many years it's been.
Yeah. The amazing Southeast Final Four. Rotolo's, Flyers, Iacanos, Granddads. That's the only
Those are all
list.
good, too.
Tyvis.
And you
That's
know
a
what?
very respectable list.
Elite 8 pizza places.
You can go vote. They voted. People voted. More people disagreed with you.
Very
That's all I'm saying.
Place.
Yeah, but people.
I'm telling you.
Never mind. I was going to say something political.
Never
mind.
People think their vote matters, Dylan? Is that what you're going to say? I think it does. I think it should. I agree with you. I'm on the side of voting. It's important. Just want to be clear. T-Bone here for voting. It's good. You should do it. All right. So a former Buckeyes on the move. Justin Fields has been traded to the Chiefs for a 2027 6th-round pick. Do we like the move for Justin Fields?
Yeah, it's the best thing that could have happened for him. Now, I know he's going to be a backup to Patrick Mahomes, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first offensive-minded guy that we kind of respect, right? Because he was with Matt Eberflus with Chicago.
Yeah. Eberflus.
Eberflus.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And then with the Steelers, who was his coach? Don't tell me it was Arthur Smith.
I think it might have been.
Arthur Smith?
I think it might have been.
Arthur Smith, better college guy.
Well, he's just in charge of the offense. He's not running an NFL team.
Elite college guy.
He's not running an NFL offense.
And then last year with the Jets,
Aaron Glenn is the coach. I don't know who knows he was.
Defensive-minded guy. So yeah, that's my point. This is exactly my point.
And didn't Kansas City bring back Eric Bieniemy?
They did
for their offensive coordinator spots. So I mean, clearly they've had a lot of success when he was the coordinator there. So yeah, look, I have felt that Justin Fields has ability, right? But we have seen it is I think he is one of those guys that just has always kind of struggled to process the NFL game in a way that works against NFL defenses. He's got elite athleticism to escape and make plays, but if that processing power could come along for him, and that's the thing, is after a while the NFL just says it isn't there. They don't keep trying to find it or fix it. They just say it's not there. Now at the Chiefs, my question is on Pat Mahomes. How long ago did he get hurt? Right, because he tore his ACL.
It was week 16 or 17.
Okay.
It was pretty late.
So, do we think that he's going to be ready to go in September?
They said that he's going to be ready to go in September. This ain't an Achilles, you know.
I know, and it's an ACL, and he's a quarterback, and he doesn't have to move. I mean, Pat Mahomes is mobile, but he's not.
That's what makes him kind of special is his ability.
He moves around, but I mean. Again, a mobile quarterback, even unless there's like Lamar Jackson, I would say is like, yeah, like I'm saying if you've got an injury to your knee, but you can like be savvy and make some moves. Pat Mahomes is a great enough quarterback that he could overcome an injury, right? And like come back maybe a little quicker than say a guy who like a wide receiver who has to like do some pretty big cuts out in the open field,
Patrick
stuff
Mahomes,
like that.
Didn't he like have a high ankle sprain and like still played?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's a tough dude, all that. The only thing is, I wonder if the Chiefs will want to risk it if it's like, hey, the rehab didn't go quite as quickly as we thought, or maybe it didn't.
Well, Justin Fields would probably be the answer if
that's what I'm saying.
You would have to see how it goes in OTAs because you would imagine Patrick Mahomes is not going to do OTAs. So you'll see how Justin Fields commands the offense because I think there's something there. I mean, he's talented. I mean, it's just one of those things that he just wasn't consistent when he was even with Chicago. I just didn't think he was consistent. Now that he's there, I think that under Andy Reid, they can call some plays, really utilize his legs, and I think that he can be a really good quarterback. Like I said, this could be something that maybe, you know, how we talk about the Vikings and the Rams and all how these quarterbacks go there and they figure it out and then boom, goes for it. Maybe this could be it for Justin.
Most people aren't wondering whether Patrick Mahomes is going to be back for week 1. It's whether he's going to be ready for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding on June 13th. That's the more important date to be looking
now
at.
You wonder, does Justin Fields get an invite to that? Because now he's on the team.
He might have to be the backup for Patrick at the wedding as well.
Yeah. What if there's a dance that's called for and Pat Mahomes is like, sorry, I can't get in there, Justin, go ahead. It's like those commercials. All right. Morning Wood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we do have a road closed right now in Delaware County, just north of Powell, after debris has been found on the roadway. It's that State Route 745 area in both directions, too. You cannot access from Home Road to Moore Road out there. So to avoid it all, take this detour instead. State Route 745 southbound, get you to 42 eastbound instead. Then head towards Riverside Drive all the way southbound to Home Road. Westbound that direction, get you back going on 745, and you can take this vice versa. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Truck drivers, are you tired of your pay not matching your experience? At Schneider, our truck driver pay is designed so your years of service directly translate to higher earnings. Plus, longtime drivers qualify for larger sign-on bonuses and a larger selection of driving jobs. Pick from drive-in, intermodal, tanker, and dedicated opportunities. Ready to be rewarded for your hard work and expertise? Find the right driving job for you at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Looking to level up your backyard or game room? Head to Billiards Plus in Dublin. From premium grills that turn every cookout into a feast to stunning pool tables and shuffleboard tables that bring the fun home. They've got everything you need to play in style. And don't forget their authentic pizza ovens, perfect for crafting restaurant quality pies right in your backyard. Proud presenting sponsor of 97.1 The Fans Pizza Madness. Billiards Plus is where great games and great food come together. Family owned and operated since they opened. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
The sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the place to be for all the basketball action. Watch every game at once on 2 video walls spanning 50 feet, plus over 30 TVs. Come show off your jump shot in our King of the Court drawings and take home memorabilia from a Cleveland basketball legend. We've also got unbeatable game day food and drinks all season long. Guarantee your spot. Reserve a table with up to $300 in dining credits at HollywoodColumbus.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Score big at Germain Toyota of Columbus and drive home in the 2026 Toyota Tundra for 2.99% APR for up to 72 months and $1,000 in Toyota financial cash. Germain Toyota of Columbus on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road or online at GermainToyota.net.
Get rewarded for everyday spending. Open a new Visa signature from Kemba Financial Credit Union and earn $300 cash back when you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. Don't wait. Apply at Kemba.org and start earning. Offer ends 3/31/26. Restrictions apply. Variable rate product. Equal opportunity lender.
Camping World is now open in Sunbury. The celebration starts now and you're invited. Join us from March 19th to the 22nd for our grand opening block party with special pricing on a huge selection of new and used RVs. Enjoy free food, fun on-site activities, and exciting giveaways. Plus, enter for a chance to win a brand new RV. As part of America's #1 RV network, Camping World brings you more value and more ways to enjoy life on the road. Don't miss the grand opening block party at Camping World in Sunbury. We'll see you there.
Happy St. Patty's Day from your friends at Skyline. It's the only day you can enjoy our traditional greenways, your favorite 3, 4, or 5-way made with green noodles. Come and get your greenways today at participating Skylines while supplies last.
Forget the pot of gold. Save some green at Coughlin Ford. During Ford Truck Month, take over $13,000 off MSRP, plus no payments until June on select new F-150s. New Bronco Sport or Ranger. Lease for $399 a month for 48 months. Visit CoughlinFord.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
Factory rebates to dealer. 90-day deferred payments. Not all buyers will qualify. Bronco $399 down. Ranger $2,000 down. 7,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. Excludes $250 dock fee. $395 disposition fee at lease end. No security deposit. Ends 3/31/26.
Working your way through that home projects list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, we will get to Morning Wood in a second. Although I don't know how we're going to do it, Dylan, because we usually play a soundbite to say,
right now.
Morning Wood, pew, pew, pew. So, whatever, we'll do that in a second. But our audio is not working. We can't play any of the sounds we usually do. So when you hear us playing like the buzzer and the ding or the Hot Take Tuesday, any of that's all out the window right now.
The fart noises I promised my child.
Yeah, but it is a Hot Take Tuesday, and we're not going to let that stop us, even though we can't play the sounders. Alex in the chat, YouTube chat, says, Hot Take Tuesday, breakfast is the superior meal of the day.
Straight facts.
No, it's not. What other meal is commonly eaten all hours of the day? But flip it, who's waking up at 6 a.m. saying, yeah, let me get chili? All right, one, you purposely picked an odd food to try to make your point because you know that's a lie. You know people wake up and go, it's 6 a.m., I love some pizza. Cold pizza is literally a staple of people's lives. That is not a breakfast food. That's a dinner food. Also, I am someone who on this show has mentioned many a times that a burger in the morning should be fair game. If we can have pancakes at dinner, we should have burgers for breakfast. And you know who agrees with that? A place called Burger King, who actually sells burgers for breakfast, and we buy them sometimes because these two guys have learned what I learned, is that burgers are an anytime food. So, Alex, wrong.
It's not anytime.
Wrong.
It's not bad.
Wrong. I'm going to say it. I'm going to try to say it like DJT. Wrong. That's what I'm saying. Wrong.
So I agree with him that breakfast is the superior meal, but I disagree. Like I said the other day, I do not let time have me discriminate what I'm eating.
Yeah,
I eat what I want when I want. I don't care what time it is and what type of food you think that food belongs in when it comes to what the clock says.
Thank you, Dylan. Agreed. Now,
you guys are children.
No, we're not.
No, you're not.
You're a sheep.
Y'all don't have.
You're a ba sheep over there.
Y'all don't
following
have.
what the man says you have to eat. You just do what anybody tells you. Not me. I march to a beat of my own drum, Tyvis. I do what I want. I just saw a commercial for Chipotle. They had a beautiful bowl up there with whatever the new chicken product is. And you know what I say? If Chipotle would deliver it right now, I'd eat it. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I would eat some Chipotle today. I'd eat it bright and early for breakfast. Chipotle, by the way, that would be a fire thing. You would never have to worry about a Chipotle closing again if they opened up at 6 a.m. and said, we're serving breakfast burritos. All the burritos are available, but we got eggs on the menu. We'll throw those in your eggs and bacon and sausage are able to be mixed into any of your favorite.
Oh, if I could put bacon on my Chipotle.
You know what I'm talking about. Man. I'm telling you. Chipotle, whenever your business starts to go bankrupt again, just let me know. I'll fix it. Just open up for breakfast and put eggs, bacon, and sausage on there. You're back in. You're back in business.
Why you gonna go ruin a good thing?
It's not. Why wouldn't you want more Chipotle? You can have Chipotle for breakfast.
Non-GMO.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's supposed to be healthy.
Sure, we could get some non-GMO pigs. I don't know what it really means anyway, so I might have just said something completely wrong.
Isn't it genetically modified organisms?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yeah, we could just
get it. It's real food.
What is that? Oh, okay, what does that mean?
We can get real eggs, real bacon, real sausage.
It's not lab produced.
Okay,
the
great.
Lab meat.
Great. You go out on the farm, go see the pigs. They're not in the lab, they're on a farm. Then when they're turned into pork and bacon and sausage and all that, you can bring them in and bring them to Chipotle.
I don't really mess with the pig.
What do you think
The
carnitas
swine,
are,
my
by the way?
brother.
Okay.
I don't mess with that swine.
That's fine. That's fine. What did you have? Didn't you have a burger the other day? No. What were you telling us that you had yesterday that you ate that had bacon on?
Bacon King.
Right. You had a Bacon King. That I don't know if you know where the bacon comes from.
I took the
brother.
bacon. I took the bacon off.
Brother.
No, you didn't. You're lying.
Lie.
Why would you order a Bacon
lying.
King and take
turkey bacon
and take off all six slices of bacon that's on there?
Turkey bacon.
By the
I
way,
don't
you
like
also
that.
said you had grilled cheese last night. Your bread intake recently has just been
That's shooting up.
That's right. You know what? So yesterday I was doing my boxing workout, and then after I get done with the boxing workout, it's like an ab circuit. And as I was doing the abs, I was like, man, I can tell I've been eating bad lately because like I used to be able to do some of these exercises easily, and it's like a little harder, a little challenging.
Yeah. It's got to get back.
Salads.
Okay. Go
Here
ahead.
we go. Salads.
Today. Eat a
Cobb salad at Chick-fil-A.
You know what? I'll join you.
800 something calories.
I'll join you.
As a matter of fact, I got to figure out what I'm going to eat for breakfast today.
All right, Dylan, let's we can't play the sound because our computer doesn't work, but give me a couple Morning Wood questions so we can do that. Morning Wood. Shoot. Here we go. Go ahead.
All right, we've been talking about Justin Fields, and I keep hearing the cheap comparison to Sam Darnold. Would you say this is like Sam Darnold's trip to San Francisco where he supposedly learned how to play quarterback and then he becomes a starter again, or is he more likely a career backup at this point?
I mean, Tyvis, doesn't it have to do with, like, we were talking about the processing power, like the ability to read the defense, make a play, like if he can develop that.
I feel like one of the things that a lot of people always said with him is that he was a one-read guy.
That's what I mean, right.
So if they break the game down to him in a way where he's able to get through his progressions quicker, yeah. Because the one ability he has that not even a Sam Darnold is people fear his legs. Like when he's at quarterback,
yeah,
he's much more dangerous than Sam Darnold because he can make the throws. Now he got to do it on a more consistent basis, but he can make the throws. But you take one less guy out of coverage because you got to spy him. Like you can't just go out there. We just gonna play cover 3 and let Justin do what he wants. We can't even play man to man because we put our back to him and he gonna hurt us that way. So like to me, he could have a resurgence that's bigger than Sam Darnold's, which is going to be hard because Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl. But he
hot
could,
take.
He could, if theoretically, if he figured
That's a little
out,
bit of a hot take.
if he figured out the mental part of how to play quarterback on a consistent basis, he could have a career better than Sam Darnold, which is crazy to say.
All right. Morning Wood question number 2, Dylan.
Would you assume that the announcement of Vegas and Seattle getting expansion teams in the NBA in 27-28 signals the end of LeBron James's career next season?
Yep.
I would think it has to.
He want to be the owner of the Vegas team.
Yeah.
He want to try to beat Michael Jordan in that way.
Yeah, he could be better than MJ at something else.
What the bar is set low.
Do you think I genuinely
That's true.
Hey, as a NASCAR team owner though, he's doing all right. He's doing fine over there.
Doesn't LeBron own a race team as well?
He probably has some share in something like an F1 team or something. Yeah, I don't know which one, but I'm sure he does. Yeah. All I would say is, like, I do wonder. Yes, I think LeBron will have to retire, right, to become an owner of a new expansion team.
No, he could
Can he do a Mario Lemieux?
What do you mean?
Owner player.
No,
What's the movie with Will Ferrell on it?
Semi-Pro?
Semi-Pro.
Yeah,
Tropic Thunder, baby.
Tropic Thunder. There we go.
That's like when people
Or
watch
Flint Thunder.
Sometimes people like consume media and they're like, oh, that's a good thing. And it's like, no. Semi-Pro is a story of how, like, you shouldn't do that. That's not good. You don't want a Will Ferrell to be your player owner. It's like Fortunate Son. When they play that song, people are like, yeah, and they play it over war footage. And it's like, I don't think you get what this song's about. It's not like good. It's not. People aren't.
Flint Tropics is the name of the team. I messed it up twice.
Yeah,
Flint
good job.
Tropics.
Way to
there
go.
we go.
What's the song that Penn State play? That we said, oh no, it's the Wolverines. Who they?
Oh, that one is.
So they should probably not do that.
Mr. Brightside.
Yes, that one is the Killers, Mr. Brightside, where the guy is getting cheated on and he's singing about it.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, that one turned out to be pretty prescient. Yeah, there was some truth to that one. Also, that was when Penn State, they were playing, what do you call it, Sweet Caroline, where it's like a song about a old man singing about it like a 12-year-old girl, and it's like, ugh.
Every stadium and arena in the country playing Sweet Caroline.
Well, if you don't think it's creepy, then tell me this. Why did Penn State stop playing it when the Jerry Sandusky stuff happened? Because that did occur. They realized that was creepy and said, never mind, we're not going to play that. Sweet Caroline, on the files. I'm just telling you. That song in the files for sure.
Sheesh.
All right.
Not Neil Diamond. He probably didn't write the song.
I didn't say Neil Diamond, did I? I said the song is in the files. There's got to be somewhere in the files where it's like, Sweet Caroline's a banger, and they're like, yeah, I love that song. It's great. And then you're like, okay, see, there's the problem. How many games will Ohio State win this year? The sports books have their ideas. We'll tell you what we think about that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading downtown, we are seeing a disabled vehicle on that 70 westbound ramp to that northbound direction of 315. Expect some lane closures there and some delays. You're in the 30s for your speeds. Also, for our friends, especially traveling from Dublin to Hilliard, we are seeing a 7-minute delay after a crash on 270 southbound, just passing Tuttle Crossing, where the left shoulder is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
President Trump has shown you are safer when strong leaders stand with law enforcement. That's why, as governor, Vivek Ramaswamy will partner with police to uphold our laws, keep dangerous criminals behind bars, and protect your family. Law enforcement knows Vivek has their back. That's why 65 Ohio sheriffs endorsed him, including Sheriff Stephen Lavorchek.
Safe streets don't just happen. They happen when criminals know tough leaders are in charge. Ohio law enforcement supports Vivek Ramaswamy because, like President Trump, Vivek supports us. Vivek will empower police to arrest violent criminals quickly and decisively, putting trained resource officers in every school and restoring law and order statewide, so our families feel secure in our homes and communities. Vivek's proudly endorsed by President Trump and Ohio law enforcement. Join us in supporting Vivek Ramaswamy.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward here.
And it's Berm from the Austin and Berm Show.
Berm and I have both done Awaken 180, which honestly should tell people something right there.
Right. It tells you that if it can work for you and me, it can work for anybody.
Because neither one of us has exactly been out here living or were living like a fitness influencer.
No, not unless you count fitness fast food tacos in my mouth.
You treated fast food like it was a love language.
I loved it and I still do.
And look, that's fair, but that's also why Awaken 180 works for people listening right now. You don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to know what you're doing.
No, what you need is a plan. You need someone to help bring you along, and Awaken 180 does that. They tell you what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and how to make it fit your life.
I lost 50 pounds with Awaken 180, then another 5 in free maintenance.
For me, it was 35. I'm in maintenance, and I'm under 200 pounds for the first time in 25 years.
This isn't just for some tiny group of people who already have it all figured out.
Nope, it works for real people with busy lives who are on the go just like us.
You know, if you're just tired of carrying that weight around, do what we did. It sounds like a lot of people out there can do exactly what Awaken 180 did for us.
Yeah, go to Awaken180weightloss.com now.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop.
It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will continue their pursuit for a playoff spot when they host the Carolina Hurricanes at Nationwide Arena tonight. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. Former Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields has been traded from the New York Jets to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 2027 sixth-round draft pick. The Jets were expected to move on from Fields after acquiring Geno Smith last week. This will be Fields' third team in 3 seasons. And in the NCAA tournament, it officially tips off today with the first 4 in Dayton. The first game between 16 seeds UMBC and Howard will begin at 6:40. The second game between 11 seeds Texas and NC State is scheduled to tip around 9:15. This update is sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at Scramblers. From now through March 31st, get a buy one, get one free deal on the Manhandler skillet on the app. Terms apply. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, we were talking about the greatest coaches in OSU basketball history. Thad Matta announced his retirement yesterday. And I said, I think he's the greatest coach that Ohio State basketball has had. And, of course, the name that would get brought up maybe to argue that point would be Fred Taylor. There is, after all, Fred Taylor Drive.
Fred Taylor, like Freaky T?
Freaky T? Who is that?
That's the running back he used to play for Jacksonville, Freaky T.
Oh, that Fred Taylor. Sorry.
Yes,
because I'm thinking OSU basketball. I forgot about Fred Taylor, longtime running back. Yes, like fantasy stalwart Fred Taylor, of course. Yeah. But like Fred Taylor Drive. Fred Taylor, who was the head coach, I believe, when they won the national championship, right?
Yes.
And I had said at the time, I was like, yeah, but that was when you have an expanded tournament, I think it's easier to win a national championship when there are fewer teams in the tournament because there's fewer games you have to win the tournament. And then Mario was like, how's it easier if it's harder to get in the tournament when it's a smaller tournament like it was back in the 60s. And that's a fair point. All my argument is to say now that it's 64 teams, you have to get through a bigger gauntlet. There's so many more games you have to play, and you never know what's going to happen in those games. So I think it's a little harder to get to a national championship now than it was, say, back in the 60s, personally. Also, you didn't have every game on TV. You didn't have automatic bids. Like, you didn't have bid stealers. Like, it was a different time. I feel like, yes, Thad doing what he did in the more modern era, getting to a national championship game, to me is as good as winning. Not from the trophy standpoint, but Thad getting there, I think, is an accomplishment just as good as, when the Buckeyes won it. In their one championship they won, Thad almost had that done, but he did a lot more for rebuilding the program, getting it back to respectability, keeping it at respectability. Jim O'Brien had a lot to do with that too. But, there was a time after that Randy Ayers era in the 90s when you had guys getting arrested off the team every other day, like every other week it felt like.
Sheesh.
Oh, it was bad. They go look up the late 90s, not late, mid-90s Ohio State basketball. There were just guys. It was a rough time. I'll put it that way. There's some dudes who had some
out here living, huh? The party.
Yeah, it was not great. I mean,
doing things after midnight.
Well,
nothing good happens after midnight.
I've been told that. I've also been told that nothing good happens when your computer doesn't work and we can't play any audio today. It's thrown me off completely.
You poor thing.
I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, you got through the first hour.
Yeah, I felt rudderless. I felt like just a ship adrift at sea. I'm just stuck in the Strait of Hormuz or wherever it is now. Can't do anything, can't go anywhere, just stuck. Not enjoying it. Let's talk about the Buckeye football team, though, because Sportsbook FanDuel has put out their over-under win totals for, I guess, a bunch of teams in college football. I don't know if they did all of them. What I have here is a list of all the Big Ten teams. And, of course, that means Ohio State is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the over-under total for Ohio State?
Yes, I did.
9.5 wins.
That's blasphemy.
I mean, I think it sounds like easy money.
It does.
It does. If you can get the over on that.
But I feel disrespected.
Why do you feel disrespected?
When was the last time Ohio State won only 9 games? Was that the 6 and 7 season?
I feel like if you take out
2011.
Well, I was going to say if you take out a COVID year, and then the last time would have been when you had a coaching change that was unanticipated, right? Before the season. Jim Tressel, when was that? Like Memorial Day weekend when he had to step down?
Yes.
That is the last time you had something like that. Right. So it's not something that happens.
Falling this hard to where we are about to not get 10 wins,
I gotta tell you, man.
I know what the schedule look like, but it just don't sound right.
Well, here's what I would say. I don't see how there could be excuses made for this football program. You know what I mean? Like,
what excuse?
Well, what I'm saying is, I think there are a lot of people who are looking at this schedule, looking at who they've lost off the defense, looking at some of these other things, and pointing at it and saying, "Ooh, might be a down year for Ohio State." And that's okay for the national media to do. That's okay for people, outside of here to do. But, as a Buckeye fan, I don't think I will ever look at this team and go, oh, man, if they get to 10 wins, I'll be super thrilled with that. Because I don't have that expectation around here. Not after you know that this coaching staff is getting paid, when you factor in the head coach and all the assistants, roughly $30 million. The roster's probably getting paid north of $40 million. When you factor in the support staff and everybody else, it's probably closer to $80 million invested in this program. From a football standpoint, just this team, that's as good as anybody anywhere. And so I'm saying I don't care that you have Oregon on the schedule and Indiana on the schedule and at USC and whatever. Michigan obviously is always there. So what? You should still be. I know they may lose a game this year. I know that's possible. I know you got to go to Texas too. It's not an easy schedule, but my expectations don't.
The teams that
below 10 wins, get out of here.
The teams that they might be in a fight at is Texas.
Yeah.
At Texas, at Iowa, at Indiana.
Yeah.
At USC, Oregon, and the Wolverines.
So that's 6 games you mentioned.
6 games.
They would theoretically have to go 4-2 in those games to get to 10 wins.
Which, if they can't do that,
well, then that's what I'm talking about. Did Ohio State magically over the last few weeks turn into Wisconsin or something and I missed it? You're Ohio State. All those teams have to play you is the way I look at that.
Last time I checked, they still got the best player in college football.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Smith. Don't get me wrong. I have been, concerned about the defense replenishing because last year, remember, you were replacing guys who were 2nd and 3rd round picks, guys who stayed back because they didn't have high draft grades. And then that team won the national championship with a bunch of, 5th-year seniors, COVID year guys, stuff like that. I get it. But then they replaced the guys who stepped in next. Those guys now have turned into guys who are 3-year draft picks. Am I wrong? Like Caleb Downs, Arvo Reese. Sonny's a, 4th-year guy, right? He was a senior. But, all those guys are not going in the 2nd and 3rd and 4th rounds. They're going probably top 10, top 15. So I am worried about replacing those guys on this defense. I do think they've gone out and done a pretty good job to bring those guys in.
Who's the person that you're most worried about them replacing?
Oh, Caleb Downs.
Well, that's not happening. So
that's what I'm saying is it's impossible to replace a guy like that. I would think.
Would you say that
he may be one of the greatest safeties to ever play college football?
Would you say that Caleb Downs was the most important piece on the defense last year?
I don't know defense well enough to say that. I would say that everyone I've talked to, largely including you, I'm pretty sure you feel this way, but everything I watched from everyone who's talked about football, like the NFL guys, the college guys, Matt Patricia, when we talked with him last offseason, that's what everyone has said is that this guy is an unbelievable cheat code to have on your defense.
He is.
So
I still believe the most important piece they had was Kate McDonald.
Really?
Yeah, because if you can't stop the run up the middle, you can't do nothing. I'm going to tell you that now. If you ain't got no defensive tackle, It's 71 North, baby. We coming straight every play right here. So if them defensive tackles ain't no dudes, we ain't, and you can't stop the run. That sets up everything else.
Well, that's a fair point. I just meant like everything that I've heard about Caleb Downs and that we watched I watched him play too. But I'm saying from a defensive standpoint, to hear a guy who's won multiple Super Bowls coaching those defenses and Matt Patricia say, yeah, this guy is literally like, he allows me to do different things with his defense because I don't have to worry about him. I can put him kind of anywhere, and then that changes everything. Because he can get back to spots, even if we line him up somewhere, he knows where to go. I don't have to draw it up for him. Like, not having, I don't know, maybe you'll have that again this year. Maybe someone will emerge who can do something like that. But, yeah, you're right. There's a lot to replace on this defense. There's certainly reasons us as Buckeye fans could say, ooh, I don't know if this team will be as good next year as they were this past year. However, the standard doesn't change at Ohio State for me. I don't think it changes for you.
Well, the contrarian better in me says, because you guys immediately were like, free money. When does Ohio State not win 10? And if you, like you said, remove the COVID year and the fickle year, it's been since 2004.
Yeah, that's right. God.
I feel like that's what Vegas think most people's logic is going to be, which makes me think that they're going to land on 9. And according to Tyvis, no 3-loss team deserves to be in the playoffs.
That's a fact.
But
well, I wouldn't vote for Ohio State to be in the playoffs. Even if they lose 3 games.
But
I mean, come back next year.
I have seen multiple instances, or like scenarios, I should say, where Ohio State could lose 3 games, depending on what 3 games they are, if they lose their toughest games on the schedule, and still make the playoff. And in that case, isn't the season, don't want to say an automatic success, but if they make the playoff and they're able to make a run, does it matter if they lost 3 games in the regular season?
I mean,
stop trying to justify Alabama getting in last year. They didn't deserve to be in. Let it go. Let it die.
Dylan, do we or do we not think ring culture is good? The whole thing of like, well, if you didn't win a ring, then it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just saying, like, at some point, we have to, as Ohio State fans, at least you do what you want. I can't tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. In my head, I sit there and watch a team, and if I watch them play every week and go, oh, they are struggling mightily, they are not getting the job done. They have lost 3 games this year, and they had 4 more games where they probably could have lost if 1 or 2 plays went different.
The fact of the matter.
Oh, if they sneak in the playoffs, though, and win a game, now I'm going to throw them a parade? No, like, that's not a good sign. If you have that type of program, that would be bad if that occurred this year. So I wouldn't care if they won a game in the playoffs. I would say, yeah, but you have this program has downgraded from where it was, last year and the year before. That wouldn't be great. So no, I wouldn't just look at a playoff win and say, oh, that's enough. I don't think that's going to happen, by the way. I think they're going to win 10 plus games, be a sure enough playoff team, and then who knows from there. But if your nightmare scenario happens where they lose like 3 games and get in the playoffs,
there's no 3-loss team should make the playoffs.
I'm with you.
Because that means that the 3 teams that they lost to, if they in the playoffs, that means if they play them, then they're going to lose to them. So no, they don't deserve to be. They're not one of the best teams in the country. No.
I agree with that.
Let it go, Dylan.
Jackets back in action tonight. We'll preview the game with the Canes coming up next. We chat with the hyphenator himself. Jean-Luc Grandpierre will join us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your St. Patrick's Day. For our downtown commuters, we are seeing a disabled vehicle out here. It's that 70 westbound ramp to 315 northbound. Expect some lane closures out there. But some better news for our friends over by Dublin, especially if you're heading towards Hilliard. A crash just cleared up 270 southbound passing Kettle Crossing. That left shoulder is officially back open. All lanes looking pretty good on this Tuesday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Anthony. A lot of guys are looking for testosterone replacement therapy, but they get caught up paying a lot of cash out of pocket at a franchise or one-size-fits-all dosing from their doctor only because they take insurance. Well, at Low T Center, you can get powerful TRT dosed for your body and get it covered by insurance. Low T Center works with most insurance plans, and they customize every dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. It's TRT that actually works with your body, and they're now offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. So don't miss this opportunity. If you've been feeling exhausted, maybe you've lost your sex drive, book a free testosterone test at Low T Center. No risks, no commitments, just answers. Don't compromise your health or your savings. LowTCenter.com. Book your free test today. LowTCenter.com.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no closing cost mortgage. With interest rates at their lowest level in 4 years, what's stopping you from taking advantage? Maybe it's the thousands of dollars in closing cost? Well, what if I told you that those costs aren't required and that you decide whether to sacrifice $15,000 to $20,000 of equity at closing or zero? At Miller Lending, we're all about zero and have been offering no-cost loans since 1987. With no title closing or origination fees, imagine having the freedom to refinance any time a lower rate becomes available or a need arises. Even 0.5% lower in rate results in savings of over $100,000 over the life of your loan. So why wait? No-cost loans are real and here to stay. Simply call Miller Lending and see why thousands of satisfied clients have made that choice to say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Enjoy Customer Appreciation Week savings on Kroger brand corned beef brisket. It's $3.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the place to be for all the basketball action. Watch every game at once on 2 video walls spanning 50 feet, plus over 30 TVs. Come show off your jump shot in our King of the Court drawings and take home memorabilia from a Cleveland basketball legend. We've also got unbeatable game day food and drinks all season long. Guarantee your spot. Reserve a table with up to $300 in dining credits at HollywoodColumbus.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
You and your family are safer when strong leaders stand with law enforcement. That's why, as governor, Vivek Ramaswamy will partner with police to uphold our laws, keep dangerous criminals behind bars, and protect your family. Law enforcement knows Vivek has their back. That's why 65 Ohio sheriffs endorsed him, including Sheriff Stephen Lavorchek.
Safe streets don't just happen. They happen when criminals know tough leaders are in charge. Ohio law enforcement supports Vivek Ramaswamy because Vivek supports us. Vivek will empower police to arrest violent criminals quickly and decisively, putting trained resource officers in every school and restoring law and order statewide, so our families feel secure in our homes and communities. Vivek Ramaswamy backs the blue, so we've got his back for governor all the way.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered snow showers this morning, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and blustery with temperatures in the 20s, but with the winds, we feel like we're in the single digits. And then as we head into the day today, we will see a chance of snow showers on and off, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and highs struggling to get into the low 30s with gusty winds. For tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 20s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
A star! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Jackets in action tonight, taking on Carolina. Now joining us is the hyphenator himself, Jean-Luc Grandpierre, TV analyst for your Columbus Blue Jackets on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jean-Luc, I mean, they're all important at this point, but what would it do for the confidence of this team going up against a very tough Carolina team, getting this victory tonight? How would that help them, refocus and feel like they're playing at their best?
Oh boy. Good morning, guys. I think right now there's like the '80s mark, right? You're trying to get to the '80s party, which is where Boston, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and the Islanders are all sitting right now. It's kind of crazy because nobody is losing any games right now. It seems like anytime you see an Eastern Conference team play that's above the Blue Jackets, it doesn't matter what. If they lose, they get a point in overtime. So it's like I'm watching the scoreboard, and these guys, they're watching it every single night, so they know exactly what's going on. So it would be a big, big help. And listen, the Carolina Hurricanes are an extremely good team, but you're going to play them 3 times in the last few weeks of the season. So you're going to have to win some of them. Might as well win this one here tonight.
You know, when you talk about that, about how tough this team is, we were talking to Bob McElligott yesterday, and he was saying that they shoot from anywhere. How do you stop that? What would you do if you was the Jackets defensively to slow down the Hurricanes?
I think it's about, well, there's a couple things. Number one, you want to make sure that your goaltender is handling the rebounds as best as possible, to be honest with you, because Carolina is a high volume shot team. So like the shots from the exterior, they typically don't create anything. It's not an immediate danger, but what Carolina is really good at is jumping on rebounds, and those 50-50 battles, they shoot with the intent to get a rebound and create chaos. That's what they do. So that's why they shoot the puck so much. So for the Blue Jackets, a couple of things. Whoever's in net, Elvis or Jet, will have to make sure that there's no rebounds, as less rebound as possible. And number two, you'll want to make sure that your defenders are protecting the front of the net, because it happens really quick with Carolina. They have skills, but they don't necessarily use it as other teams would do with tic-tac-toes. It's more like a quick shot off the backboard or off the goaltender's pads, and then they're jumping for rebounds to create that offensive chance after. So it's completely different type of offense, but it's very effective.
Jean-Luc Grandpierre joining us in the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets in Carolina tonight. This game, I mean, I feel like what you're talking about there, what does that do specifically as a team is trying to limit what damage Carolina does by firing the puck so much? They're got to be focused defensively to try to, stay on top of loose pucks, win those 50-50 battles. But for a Jackets team that needs to be aggressive and go forward, right? I mean, that's been one of the things they've really done since Bones got here. How do you manage that when you're on the ice of like, all right, I've got all these defensive responsibilities, but I also can't just sit back here and let them just hold the zone for an hour while we weather shot after shot after shot. That's not a formula to win either there. So how do you balance that as a player?
Yeah, you can't sit back. That's the one thing that Bones does not like, is watching his team sit back. So you also have to be aggressive. But for me, I think the biggest thing is the puck management. Once you retrieve that puck, right, don't get rid of it, right? So it's basically making plays, low-risk plays as much possible. And, the Blue Jackets, they're known as a rush team. Maybe a little bit more cycle game, right? So that way you put Carolina and you hem them in their zone. Because rush is great because you're coming up the rush, a couple of passes, a shot, and then a lot of times that play dies, right? If you're cycling, you can create more power play opportunity for your team because you can get the other team tired. But I'll tell you, the forecheck for the Carolina Hurricanes is also extremely effective. So, I wish I had a secret sauce to beat them, because I think the whole league would have it. But there's a reason why they're first in the Metro right now. They're very effective, tenacious at it. The best way to describe the Carolina Hurricane is imagine a team with 20 Connor Garland on it that are just coming at you nonstop. I mean, it's relentless. It's just like their coach, Rob Brandamore, was when he played, and he expects that from his team every single night, no matter who you are.
Jean-Luc, one of the things that's been talked about these last couple of days is Rick Bowness comes out and says that they don't get a lot of calls and they don't get a lot of power play opportunities. Why do you think that is? Because, T-Bone looked it up for me, and we are dead last, I believe you told me.
Power play opportunities.
And power play opportunities. What's up?
Yeah.
Why we can't get calls?
I wish I had an answer for this one. I have no idea. To be honest with you, I think maybe earlier in the year I could understand why, because again, as a rush team, you typically don't create all that much. You know, most teams take penalty when they're hemmed in their zone, right? Like realistically, it's like you're stuck in your zone for 30, 40 seconds. I'm getting tired. I'm going to trip you, etc. That's where you typically see penalties happen. For the Blue Jackets, it was more of a up and down hockey. But since it's been there, they spent a lot of times in the offensive zone, and I've definitely seen more calls where I'm like, they got to call this. So, I mean, I have no idea, no explanation where the disrespect comes from. But the more you make people aware of it, the more you, I don't want to say cry, but the more you make sure that you've noticed it. Hopefully the league does something and something, I don't think any ref is coming and like with pure conscience saying, I'm going to call more penalty on the Blue Jackets than on Carolina today. I don't think that's the way it happens. But, historically, I could see why. It's simply because the Blue Jackets just haven't been like that great of a team. If you look at their, the Blue Jackets did not make the playoff over the last 5 years. Typically, non-playoff teams don't get many power plays because they typically don't have the puck that much. And usually the more you have the puck, the more you draw penalties. But this year, there's no excuse. So it's gotta come back up. Now, if the historical thing, I can completely see where that comes from. But you're looking at this season, it definitely has to come up a little bit.
Well, that's something I'm curious about because I know Bones talked about getting respect, Jean-Luc, and I was curious when you were a player. I know, probably things have changed over the years. It may be different for different players, but how long does it take before a team gets your respect? Like let's say you're a bottom feeder team, maybe the last year or two, or a pesky almost playoff team. What is it like? Can that change over a period of games during a season? If you play a team 3 times and the first 2 times they play a lot harder than you ever recall playing against them, does it change that quickly, or does it take more than that to get that respect that kind of Bones was talking about there?
It changes pretty quickly, honestly. With the refs, I will say, star power definitely helps, right? Like, you don't see Zach Werenski getting calls, right? And a lot of people take penalties on Zach Werenski. But the more stars you have, the more protected your team is going to be from the league, right? So if you're playing Colorado or even Pittsburgh and you come near Crosby, most likely you're getting a call. If he falls, if he trips himself. And you look at the Blue Jackets, the lineup, and there's not like any stars, like the big names, right? The McKinnon, the Crosby. You have Zach on the back end, but like as far as like a puck carrier, now you got Marchenko that's getting there. You're getting Fantilli that's getting there. But the way the league's looking at it, refs, they're like, Fantilli, you're still too young. You need to prove me that you're a star before I'm giving you the 50-50 call. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I like to call it prison rules, right? You get in the yard and you need to earn the respect from the guards. That's really what the NHL is.
Sure.
It's literally like that because so the young guys are not getting the calls that are doubtly. The veterans will, and that's basically what it is.
We
makes
need
sense.
Jean-Luc, we need you to use your name to petition the Blue Jackets getting moved to the Western Conference. Now, hear me out. We live in the Midwest. No, we live in the Midwest, so technically West is in our name. Therefore, we should be on the Western Conference.
Brutal take right there.
Yeah.
I was in when the Blue Jackets joined the league. I was in the Western. We were in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Us and the Detroit Red Wings, and it was absolutely brutal. Like, think about every single one of our game in division had a time change. We were the only teams that was in the Eastern Conference with Detroit, in the Eastern time zone. So everything was a time change. So we went to LA 2-3 times a year, and we went to Pittsburgh one time every 2 years. It made no sense. So let's forget the Western Conference, dog. Let's call Ohio the Mid-East. Just to make sure that the Blue Jackets do not go back to the Western Conference.
To your point, like you said, they've got Carolina 3 times here in the next 15 games or whatever to wrap up the season, including a back-to-back home and home. And like, imagine times
imagine if you had Seattle.
Yeah,
that would be bad.
Yeah, it was a Seattle instead of a Carolina. That would be a much rougher trip for sure. But hey, you know what? Points-wise, Jackets, we'd be talking about what playoff matchup do we want the best if they were in the West. So that is this year at least, that would have been a plus for it. But you know what? Just keep winning and hopefully it goes your way. I guess that's all you can do as a Jackets fan. Jean-Luc, thanks for the time this morning. We appreciate it. Have fun on the call tonight, and we'll chat again next week.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
There you go. Jackets hosting Carolina tonight down in Nationwide. St. Patty's Day, so there'll be very festive there, I'm quite sure.
Get you a corned beef for Ruben.
I don't know if they're serving them, but if they are, yeah, by all means, do that. Hopefully, if you are celebrating, you're safe and having a good time with it. Should be a lot of fun today for all the St. Patty's Day festivities, I'm quite sure. Some big problems for an NCAA tournament team. We'll give you details in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your St. Patrick's Day. For our downtown commuters, we are seeing a disabled vehicle out here. It's that 70 westbound ramp to 315 northbound. Expect some lane closures out there. But some better news for our friends over by Dublin, especially if you're heading towards Hilliard. A crash just cleared up 270 southbound passing Federal Crossing. That left shoulder is officially back open. All lanes looking pretty good on this Tuesday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
The open season Sportsman's Expo hits this Friday through Sunday at the Ohio Expo Center. See Twiggy the water skiing squirrel. Shop hundreds of exhibitors and much more. With Toyota, the official truck, and Tacticam, the official cell camera. Get discounted tickets now at openseasonsportsmansexpo.com.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Take your shot to save at Great Lakes Hyundai. Shoot the hoop to get extra savings on your new car purchase. On top of big shot savings like 0% financing on 26 Hyundai Santa Fe's and Tucson's for up to 5 years. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With Pro Credit, some customers may not qualify. First to cruise during no payment period. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's Best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Offer ends 3/31.
Common Man, a radio veteran, has a large hemorrhoid. Timmy Hall, a good, clean boy, moonlights as man's hemorrhoid. Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan. Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Today is Hot Take Tuesday, so please make sure you jump in the chat or tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971, and we will get to your hot takes. But yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment.
Oh.
So I had to do they think I might have potential sleep apnea, which I hear you on the commercial. Shout out to you, by the way. Bank account must be loaded.
Every commercial.
Every other commercial is T-Bone. Hey, it's T-Bone again.
Hey, it's me.
Anyways, so they think that I
They
may
come
have,
and they go, my friend. They come and they go.
They
But
think
yeah.
I may have sleep apnea. So I had to meet with, a doctor to find out if I have symptoms and all those things. And as this appointment is going on, the lady tells me that I remind her I look like somebody.
Okay.
Now,
Did she say Denzel?
before I go on, everybody knows that my father is Denzel, and of course we resemble each other. But she did not say Denzel. She said another name that I've heard before, but the person that I heard it for was the guy that's across in that studio over there. Jeffrey Fidoff told me this.
Okay.
She said, "You look like Michael B. Jordan." I started dying laughing.
Man.
Now, I mean,
I don't want to
okay.
say there are any racial undertones. I'm not trying to make any false accusations, but
She said, "You know what? You look like Michael B. Jordan." I said, "That's funny. I've heard that before, but I definitely think you way off with that one."
At least he's handsome.
Well, yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
they're not saying you look like someone who's like busted and ugly.
I mean, if anybody, I look like my father, Denzel Washington.
Here, well, okay. One, I guess if I were like, if I was not familiar with Michael B. Jordan and I had just seen a 2-second clip of him as he walked by,
like a quick glance.
Yeah, I guess I could see a world where like you and him are in a similar vein to a degree, but like
that's like me saying if I saw some fat bald white dude walk by that I would for a second think it's you,
buddy. Do you know how many times
I'm trying to do a quick glance.
Tyvis is over here like swinging his head
I'm
back
trying to do a quick glance to see like.
Are you doing a show with Andy Reid when you're trying to do your quick glance over there?
No, I'm looking. I will get at least once, probably once a crew game. I will get someone who will tweet or text me and say, "Hey, are you at this crew game?" And I'll say, "Why?" And they'll say, "No, I'm not," or "I am," whatever I am. But they'll be like, "Are you sitting here?" Because I see a guy on TV who looks just like you, and then I'll go back and see the clip later, and I'm like, it's just a fat guy with a beard. Like, it's literally all it is. We don't look anything. I mean, we don't really. The guy has long hair. It's not me. Like, I definitely don't have long hair. But yeah, it's sometimes maybe that's what you're getting. It's like, you know, handsome black man. That's what they equate you to, is that you're like a handsome black man. So there you go. I get fat, bald, white guy. That's what I get.
I'm ugly, and I love it.
You're not.
See, the thing is, you got to embrace. People be running away.
Yourself up,
people
Tyvis.
be running away from the truth. You got to just live your truth. If you ugly, just say you ugly, and that's what it is. You just nip it in the bud.
It is Hot Take Tuesday, so I feel safe getting this off, and I think my soundboard is working. So
let's see.
It's Hot Take Tuesday.
It feels so good to have the sound back.
I'm going to go one step further than Tyvis.
What are you going to say?
I don't think you should be saying this to people's face or anything.
Okay.
But you know what I never hear?
What's that?
So-and-so's kids are ugly. No one ever calls anyone's kids ugly. And there are ugly kids out there.
Dang. Don't do this.
I'm not saying tell someone to their face their kid's ugly, but I think it should be accepted to start saying it behind their back.
He's out of his mind. He's lost his mind.
Okay, one.
Protect the innocence.
First of all,
feeling crazy.
I want to make 2 points. One, yes, thank you for clarifying. Don't go up to children and say, "Hey, ugly." Like, they're already getting that at school. I quite assure you, like, even kids who aren't ugly get that. School bullies are cruel and all that. So one, yes, as an adult, don't go bully children. But two, I'm going to say that is a good test of whether or not you have someone close enough to you in your life that they will intimate those thoughts to you. Because for sure, when, like, my wife and I have been married for 20 years, there have been times where we have, like, seen a picture of a child and said, "Oof, that kid, that's hopefully they grow out of that," or like, whatever.
I did that to
my wife has said that to me. I've said it to her, but like, we would never in a million years breathe that out. We wouldn't even say that around our kids. We would, I'd never want anybody to hear that beyond the two of us.
My niece,
you got to keep. Wait a second.
My niece, when she was a kid, she was ugly.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What happened?
Well, puberty happened. She's beautiful now.
Oh, okay.
She's 16. She's beautiful now. But when she was a baby,
okay.
Oof. Oof.
By the way,
I wasn't going to say specifics, but you were just giving specifics of that. Speaking out to your cousin there.
Speaking of kids,
my niece.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear cousin niece.
Shout out to my niece Renee. She's beautiful.
Speaking of kids that aren't ugly, I promised my kid, Gianna, who's listening right now, she said, I told her that we play fart sounds on our show, and she didn't believe me. So here we go. Fine. There's 3 of them. That's it. That's all.
No, you could.
That first one was a wet one.
Fine. We have better ones.
That first one, you might need to check your drawers.
There we go. That's a good one.
Mine works now.
Did you play that one or did I?
I'm playing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Now we're out of control.
Hey, I'm back, baby. Yeah. You don't know what you just unleashed now. Oh,
we got to make
this soundboard.
We got to make up for an hour and a half of lack of soundboard.
You kidding me? I didn't realize how big of a crush this soundboard was for me. I'm sitting here feeling like I'm adrift in an ocean, just floating along. Now I got stuff
Jerry
to play.
Jones on there.
Is your not on this one? I
could use a little love right now. There they are working those balls.
Okay. Also, I said my kid's listening, so please.
He is. No, do it. Sorry, Gianna. I got grown man business to attend to. I got to play stupid sounds. This Tyvis asked for a sound bite. Here you go.
I want me some glory hole.
There you go. Jerry's back.
Yikes.
We're good. Oh, thank God. All right. So it is officially Hot Take Tuesday now. More of your hot takes coming up in a second. I didn't get to this story because we were so excited to have our sound back. But big problems for an NCAA tournament team. This is Alabama's Aiden Holloway, their second leading scorer. University announced the star guard has been, quote, removed from campus in the wake of his drug arrest Monday morning. So he was arrested apparently with a first-degree possession of marijuana not for personal use, which is a Class C felony. His bond was set at $5,000. He was released from jail at 10:45 local time. However, the possession charge, because he possessed more than a pound of marijuana, according to this, allegation, if that is true, that charge can carry a penalty of up to 10 years in jail and a fine of $15,000. So, not great news 3 days before the tournament to get that you're like second leading scorer on a pretty high-powered offense. Not going to be available, it doesn't sound like, for your NCAA tournament game. At least not the first one.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Hey.
I saw somebody say it yesterday that made a lot of sense. Is like, I got to
go redo my bracket.
Somebody pointed this out on Twitter. This is not my phrasing. This is theirs. But it was that you're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in NIL money and you're still trying to be the plug? Like, that's not a great look. Like, if that allegedly, please keep that allegedly.
Rich too.
This is why you shouldn't do your brackets on paper, because both of you now have to throw it away and do another one. Probably.
That's scratch out, but
you just cross it out and write another thing in there. That's fine. I don't care. This is
who they got in the first
Dylan,
round.
Not printing out a paper bracket, then why even do it? For me. Because I love the paper bracket.
I can go on the app and see my bracket.
I still do it on the app. I put it all in on the app.
I don't have
the
to worry
paper
about
bracket.
where the piece of paper is. It's just on my phone.
You know what? Fine.
Alabama play Hofstra.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And that's one that I've heard. I think, wasn't it Seth Davis that said that on the broadcast?
They're 11.5 favorites.
I think he said that Hofstra was one to keep an eye on as a potential upset.
So he's the one who planted this information.
Oh, for sure. Allegedly. Seth Davis is like, yeah, I heard something about this guy. You should investigate. And he already had a big bet in on Kalshi on the predictions app. Maybe someone should check. Was there a predictions app for will a player get busted for a pound of marijuana before the tournament? And if there was a lot of betting on that, then maybe you look into that. 2026 football Buckeyes have already started giving out some awards. We'll explain next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
For our friends that live in Delaware County, just north of Powell, we are seeing debris on the roads, and it's closed a portion of State Route 745 in both directions, too. From Home Road to Moore Road out there, the detour, the best way to get around it is just taking Riverside Drive, which is not too far away. Take that southbound, then head westbound on Home Road, get you back going on State Route 745. You can also take this vice versa. Lastly, in Marysville, we are seeing repairs happening right now. The right lane is blocked on 33 over by that State Route 4 area because, once again, of repairs. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens.
Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you can save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Happy St. Patty's Day from your friends at Skyline. It's the only day you can enjoy our traditional greenways, your favorite 3, 4, or 5-way made with green noodles. Come and get your greenways today at participating Skylines while supplies last.
Camping World is now open in Sunbury. The celebration starts now, and you're invited. Join us from March 19th to the 22nd for our grand opening block party with special pricing on a huge selection of new and used RVs. Enjoy free food, fun on-site activities, and exciting giveaways. Plus, enter for a chance to win a brand new RV. As part of America's #1 RV network, Camping World brings you more value and more ways to enjoy life on the road. Don't miss the grand opening block party at Camping World in Sunbury. We'll see you there.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. It's Marathon Mania at McDaniel GM Superstore this Saturday, March 21st. I'll be there 10 a.m. to noon. And check this out. Select new and used vehicles are priced at invoice. Incredible deals going on, folks. McDaniel GM Superstore just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Catch all the buzzer beaters, upsets, bracket busters, and more at the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It's the greatest month of the year.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yuengling drafts for only $4. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
So glad to have my sound back. This has been all morning. We haven't had any sound now. It's Hot Take Tuesday officially. Got some hot takes coming in from our Twitter, at Bone and Tyvis 971. Earlier, we talked about pizza, and I said that, we had a hot take earlier that said that, breakfast foods can be good all day, but nobody gets up wanting, like, chili for breakfast. And I said that is incorrect. I wake up wanting non-breakfast foods all the time in the morning. And I said cold pizza is something that I would eat all the time. People do eat cold pizza. There was a show on, wasn't that on
Jay Crawford?
Yeah, cold pizza.
Jay Crawford, right. Stephen A. and Skip Bayless.
Yeah, that was a staple. That's such a staple product that they've named a TV show after it back in the day. So I almost said Jose. That would be wrong. That would be Jose Gomez tweeted us and said, "Sorry, fellas, cold pizza is no breakfast food to me. And culturally for us, it must be warm and outside of a breakfast day part." That's Jose's take on that. I respect it. I respect it. I can't say I agree with it. But for me, cold pizza any time of day. I also said I would eat Chipotle in the morning if they offered such a thing. And I think they could make it millions of dollars beyond what they already make if they offered some eggs, bacon, and sausage to throw into whatever other stuff. If they open at 7 a.m. and said, by the way, we do breakfast burritos now, Chipotle would be on every street corner. You would never see Chipotle go out of business again. Never have a problem with that.
Whoa. When has Chipotle ever been?
They've closed locations. Not the whole company.
They must have been in a rough spot.
Okay. I'm just telling you. Yeah, Chipotle's doing fine. I'm just saying.
Chipotle does fine in the ghettos, Tyvis.
I
wouldn't know.
They probably show love on the portions.
Hey, man, if you find a Chipotle where they're like, yeah, we don't care, we'll hook you up with even more, then you go back to that place.
I make the drive for that one.
Peyton says, I didn't think about it until you said it, but Ohio State pays more for the football program than the Dolans pay for the Guardians. We were talking about how, coaches are probably, Ryan Day's making 12-something million a year. The assistant coaches are making, what'd they say, 15 million, roughly? Isn't that the number
combined,
that we did last?
yes.
Yeah, combined altogether. Yes. So that puts you at the $27, $28 million range. The football team itself is probably well over 40 million on the roster. And that's not including support staff and everybody else. You're probably close to $80 million of spending on that. He said from it's apples to avocados, but from a simple dollars perspective, that is sad.
Well, the Cleveland Guardians payroll is projected to be between 70 and 78 million. So
I'm telling you, probably OSU football on everything talking about staff and players, it probably spends more than the Guardians do on their roster, which I know when you factor in their management and their staff, then it would be way more. But still, that's pretty pathetic that a college athletic program is spending more on their product than a Major League Baseball team. That does not in any way compute to me, but that is sad. All right, Tyvis, Iron Buckeyes. I saw that the list came out for who earned Iron Buckeye honors at spring practice from their winter workouts.
Who was it?
Jeremiah Smith.
Of course.
Brandon Innes.
Okay.
Jalen McClain.
Okay.
And Garrett Stover.
I like that.
Yeah.
He wearing 23. Shout out to the 23s.
Is he? All right, let him live. I didn't know that. So I didn't know.
What we do. That's 23s we put on like that. So shout out to,
Were you an Iron Buckeye?
Not a chance.
That's right. We kind of, we didn't guess that, but it was a thought possibly that could be. So according to Ohio State, they recognize Iron Buckeyes as players who exhibited, quote, unquestionable training, dedication, determination, discipline, toughness, and leadership during the strength program for the offseason. So what does that mean in a real world sense, Tyvis, when you would be over at the Woody? They would tell you, oh, yeah, here's the Iron Buckeyes. What did that look like?
That means that it's just a dude that comes in there and handles his business. Like, it's so tough. I mean, you got to come in there with a great attitude every day. You can never have an off day. If you're doing conditioning drills, you can never loaf, meaning loaf is when you change speed. So, it's like when you're doing a drill, you can't pull up at the line like right before you got to run through every line. Now, I did do that. I did that. I had one summer where I said, you know what? No matter if I'm winning the drill, losing the drill, I'm going to sprint through the line. I want to finish with 0 loafs.
Okay.
And I actually did do that.
That's good.
And I felt good.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it might have been my last year. But to me, it's just that when you see a guy that's an Iron Buckeye, it's just a dude that comes in there and it essentially is the hardest working guys of the team. That's pretty much what it is.
That's okay. That's fair. Now, did they give an award? Because I know when you were at campus, you were one of the guys that had a problem that I've never had, which was they said Tyvis is not eating enough food.
Yeah.
And so thankfully you've learned and changed your ways. But back then, when you weren't eating any food.
That tickled you?
Got him.
That tickled you, huh?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I made myself laugh there.
That's funny?
Did they have an award for like the guy who ate the most food? Did they have like a clean plate award? Did they get you anything for that? If you came in and were just like, yum, 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 and just like ate all the food, they never had to talk to you about it? Because I could maybe win that award. I don't think I could do Iron Buckeye.
That was the Tu Wong food list.
Oh, what's the...
Too long food.
Okay, what's that?
Too much of the wrong food.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get nothing.
Who came up with these lists? You know what?
Coach
Don't
Parker
answer.
did.
Okay.
Coach P.
Okay.
Yeah. The lighter foundation or the Tu Wong food.
So
it was two boards.
So there's no Iron Plate award is what you're saying.
Right. Like where you just, I'm just asking because I didn't know if there was like, if they have a prescribed thing for you to eat and you clean your plate every day and you take care of that business.
Nobody, I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that was a part of the lighter foundation did not clean their plate. There's no chance.
So that Lida Foundation just did not eat enough food.
Correct. That's light and A.
Oh, light and A. Okay.
Yeah.
That was you back in the day. But like I said, you've corrected that.
Overcorrected. As Common Man.
I'm in good shape.
Yeah, you are. I'm not. Listen, who am I to judge? I'm just saying, Tyvis, I'm just saying I wasn't a former athlete. I don't have those expectations.
Who am I to judge?
I mean, but I will. 3 hours a day, baby. I'll judge. I'll do it. I'll do what I have to. Yeah, I am fascinated by the guys who get, like, they have an award for everything there at Ohio State, because they want to motivate guys. I think that's all good. I am surprised that, like, I guess I would presume if you're a Division I athlete, it wouldn't be hard to, like, motivate you to, like you said, like, run through every drill. Clearly, I'm wrong.
Well, like in the summertime when you're doing these drills, so you're doing combine drills. This is back when, I don't know if they still doing that, but this is what we was doing. We was doing like combine drills. So you do like a pro shuttle. It'd be a receiver versus a DB. And what would happen is as you're going through the drill, you could see the guy. And some people will be like, well, I lost. So, like, they'll just be like, forget it and try to pull up at the end.
I see.
It'd be like that. Or, like, if you slip or something like that and stumble, people be like, well, I didn't trip. So, like, I ain't going to run through the line, like those type of things.
Yeah.
It's harder than you think. Or,
if
you just dog tired, it's like I can't really run this fast.
That makes more sense to me.
So, like, that, it's harder than you think. Like, think about it. We're doing conditioning drills. Like, say we're doing gassers, and we get to, like, 13, it's like, man, I can't really sprint through the line like I want to because I'm tired.
I'll tell you, when we had the show choir competition in Marysville this past week, this weekend I was emceeing it, so I was backstage, and I came, in because I would introduce every band and every group that came up, and then after they walked off, I would go right out and say, hey, make some noise for whatever school it was, right? Mm-hmm. And multiple times this weekend, I would walk backstage during the performances. I was getting ready to go back out and, close up after they got done. Mm-hmm. And I saw kids like grabbing trash cans and throwing up their entire contents of, like, I had no idea how intense it was, these show choir competitions, because they're wearing costumes. They're dancing and singing for like 20 straight minutes. I had no clue it was like that.
They was throwing up the trash can?
Like one dude, literally, I saw walk to the trash can.
Gave up his lunch.
He looked like he threw up 3 lunches. And then he did one of these.
Is you sick?
No. He wiped his mouth.
Kept it moving.
Went right back out there, hit the number, hit the notes. Kept on singing.
That's a dude.
That's a dude.
We call
absolutely.
that a dude in my book.
But that was, I'm saying, I didn't realize
as
the
Coach
level
Meyer
of competition.
Would say, a card carrying bad.
Kids were passing out backstage from this stuff because it's so hot. You're wearing all these costumes. You're doing it, singing and dancing.
No AC?
No, they had AC. They had the doors open to the outside.
Brian heating and cooling system.
Look at you. That's good. Yeah, that's toughness. I give some Iron Buckeyes out to the show choir kids for sure. All right, we have a prime example of some loser talk coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A new crash being reported over on the east side. The 2 right lanes are blocked on 70 in that westbound direction just as you're passing State Route 256 over by Reynoldsburg and Pickerington. We also have a disabled vehicle in our northeast corner closer to Blendon Township. The right lane is blocked on that 270 northbound ramp to 161 eastbound. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no closing cost mortgage. With interest rates at their lowest level in 4 years, what's stopping you from taking advantage? Maybe it's the thousands of dollars in closing cost? Well, what if I told you that those costs aren't required and that you decide whether to sacrifice $15,000 to $20,000 of equity at closing or zero? At Miller Lending, we're all about zero and have been offering no-cost loans since 1987. With no title closing or origination fees, imagine having the freedom to refinance any time a lower rate becomes available or a need arises. Even 0.5% lower in rate results in savings of over $100,000 over the life of your loan. So why wait? No-cost loans are real and here to stay. Simply call Miller Lending and see why thousands of satisfied clients have made that choice to say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating and Cooling. Like your vehicle, your heating, cooling, and plumbing systems need to be maintained. We recommend our True Comfort membership designed to keep things working in tip-top shape. Thanks for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. But when you need us,
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Imagine this. You're charging through untamed trails, wind whipping by, owning every twist. That's the 2025 Ford Bronco calling your name. Score 4.9% APR for 60 months, $2,500 retail cash, and up to $3,000 if ditching your Jeep. With unstoppable power and go-anywhere grit, why settle for ordinary? Capital Ford Columbus has your back for any credit. Pre-approve online in a flash. Rush to Capital Ford Columbus in Whitehall today or visit capitalfordcolumbus.com.
Yo, Harvey, Zoe, group selfie.
Ooh, nice new iPhone 17, Drewski.
Let's do a triangle formation. I'm in front.
With the center stage front camera, everyone fits in the shot.
You got it at T-Mobile.
But switching takes forever.
Not anymore. Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
Focus, people. Nail your pose.
And you get a new iPhone 17 on them.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way, guys. Switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. And right now, we'll pay off your old phone up to $800.
I'm grabbing my phone and switching to T-Mobile right now.
Get back, Harvey. We're taking a... let's go again, y'all.
With 24 monthly bill credits, finance agreement, 256 gigabytes, $830, eligible trade-in, example iPhone 13, and new qualifying line, $60 plus per month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees. For well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. $800 via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission, no cash access, and card expires in 6 months. Check out in 15 minutes per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Remember your first football game? The sound of the crowd, the smell of the grill, the moment you fell in love with the game. This spring break, pass that moment on. At the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, families walk through the greatest moments in football history and create new memories of their own. See the legends, experience the history, share the game you love. Make the Hall of Fame part of your spring break road trip. Plan your visit today at ProFootballHof.com.
Common Man and Timmy for our friends at Hollywood Casino.
Oh, it's a big month, Common Man.
Why?
Because there's lots of basketball to watch and lots of cash to win.
That's right. If you're watching hoops, you can reserve your spot at HollywoodColumbus.com. And some of the packages come with $300 in dining credits.
And this month you could win $1 million instantly. That's your final answer. Plus, there's multiple ways to score big cash prizes weekly.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, basketball.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will continue their pursuit for a playoff spot when they host the Carolina Hurricanes at Nationwide Arena tonight. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. Former Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields has been traded from the New York Jets to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 2027 sixth-round draft pick. The Jets were expected to move on from Fields after acquiring Geno Smith last week. This will be Fields' third team in the last 3 seasons. And the NCAA tournament officially tips off today with the first 4 in Dayton. The first game between 16 seeds UMBC and Howard will begin at 6:40. The second game between 11 seeds Texas and NC State is scheduled to tip around 9:15. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis, are you locked in at all on the World Baseball Classic? Because I wish I could say I was.
Not a chance.
I haven't watched.
Didn't Italy just beat Venezuela? Is that?
I know they played. I didn't see who won.
I know the U.S. beat the DR, and I know that even though the 3 of us aren't watching, they're reporting big ratings for these games.
Are they?
Yeah,
Good.
like
Good.
3 million people watched the first 2 games.
All right,
Venezuela beat Italy.
Okay.
That's what happened.
So Venezuela and the United States in the final, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
hell, that
which
won't
is
have any
today at 8 p.m. on Fox.
Venezuela versus the United States. No other things to worry about there, folks. Don't. How's old Maduro doing? Is he going to watch
someone
this?
To please ask the president about his take on this game.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just waiting for that to. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Further thoughts on that? See another podcast, not this show. Not happening here. So anyway, I saw this though because, like you said, Dominican Republic is out. Juan Soto was asked about. He was talking about this after the game, and that was the game. I shouldn't say I haven't seen a pitch of this. I did see the highlight. I believe it was that game, right, where it was like was it a 3-2 count, bottom 9, and they threw a pitch the United States did that was like low. And it got kind of brought up into the zone. Catcher framed it, and the ump just punches out whoever was at the plate.
Punched him out to end the game, and I think it was Juan Soto.
Okay, it was Soto because, like, his reaction initially was like, "Oh, I got ball 4, and I'm taking my base." And then they instead
did he challenge it?
I don't think they do the challenge thing there, or if they do, they were out of it.
Not in the WBC,
in Major League Baseball, but not in World Baseball Classic.
By the way, there's the non-baseball nerds out there, Juan Soto has like one of the best eyes in the whole league. So for him to get punched out on a pitch like that is ballsy by the ump.
I mean, Juan Soto's the guy too who does the Soto, what does he call it, the Soto shuffle or whatever. Like whenever he gets a pitch that isn't in the zone and he knows it, he just kind of takes that little sidestep. And some people love that, some people hate it. Whatever. I think that's fine. If you're right, why not let him know? But yeah,
step out.
He was correct that it was not a strike. But so apparently he was talking to Jeff Passan from ESPN, and he said, "We showed the world who's the best team in baseball. That's all I got to say." And it's like, look, man, I get it, but you lost.
Loser talk.
Come on, man. Like you did. You can say that call was bad. It was. I don't know that you can say that you showed them who the best team was. Was the score not 2-1? Okay.
It was 2-1, and it wasn't Juan Soto, by the way.
It wasn't Juan Soto?
But
all right.
it was
Either
still
way,
a
it doesn't
terrible
matter.
call.
Even way, it doesn't matter. Like, it's the fact that you lose this game, and you're going to go out there and then say, we showed everybody who's best? That's not for me. Now, the other thing I saw was Aaron Judge had this to say about the World Baseball Classic crowd.
I'll say it's been bigger. World Series I was in, the crowd here, the crowd we had when we played against Mexico, it's bigger and better than the World Series. It's just, like I said, the passion that these fans have representing their country, representing some of their favorite players, there's nothing like it. And that's what you dream of as a kid. I was betting my backyard, playing wiffle ball. This is the moments you dream of, big spots, big situations, and it gives me chills right now thinking about how special that was. I try to take a moment every game to kind of look around, appreciate the crowd, appreciate the moment. It's just a blessing to just go out there and do our thing.
All right. If you couldn't hear that audio, Aaron Judge basically said the crowds here are better at the World Baseball Classic than they are at the World Series. Now,
I don't disagree.
No?
That's probably right.
Here's what I'll say. I haven't watched the second World Baseball Classic, so I can't judge. Other than the highlights I've seen of it, right? Which the crowds look like they're very good. He's played in that game and played in World Series games. I find it interesting that that's his takeaway from it. But, the passion that you see whenever you have international sports tends to be pretty good. Obviously, you just saw it in hockey, right? We saw that. World Cup every year is pretty great from a passionate standpoint. Those fans are always loud every 4 years.
Would you say that soccer has the best fans?
It depends on your definition of best.
Most passionate.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Most passionate can be good and bad.
The atmosphere.
You may get stabbed depending on what country you're in. Like the fans are passionate. That can happen. But yeah,
what atmosphere is the best in a championship game between like the World Cup, the Super Bowl?
For me, yeah. If I could pick one event to go to, it would be a World Cup final.
Okay.
Like if I had I can have the best seats. I don't have to drive there. You can teleport me in. I don't have to pay any money. Yeah, I'm going to World Cup final, man, because the fans for that are on another level because they're both, whatever countries are there are usually probably very good soccer countries, and their fans are passionate. They have a million chants and cheers and songs and things that they will just be doing nonstop. Yeah, but yeah, even big European or South American finals, when you watch some of those pro teams play in soccer, yeah, it's great. But I would take that. I'm telling you, I would take that over even the best college football atmospheres. It's 1 and 1A for me. It's like soccer fandom and college football fandom. College basketball fandom is there too in some spots, but those two fan bases are what I would put as the best atmospheres in all of sports.
I've been to an NBA Finals game and I've been to multiple World Series games, and I would say that a big game at the Shoe, the atmosphere is way better than either one of those. With that being said, as a Yankees fan, hearing Aaron Judge say this made me want to puke. Like, you hit 222 in the World Series, sir.
No kidding.
You can't be telling me that the atmosphere is better at the World Baseball Classic after you just lost that World Series 2 years ago and you can't get a hit in a clutch moment to save your life.
Maybe the atmosphere sucked for him because he can't get a hit.
Exactly.
Right? Like maybe his experience.
When the Los Angeles Dodgers crowd was going crazy and you were getting booed in your home stadium because you can't get a hit in a World Series game, I'm sure the atmosphere did suck for you, Aaron.
I have never been to a Yankees game, like a home game for the Yankees, but I've been to a Mets-Yankees game at Citi Field, and that was a very unique atmosphere. I don't know that it's better than some of these other things. I don't, like I said, I would still take the World Cup audience over that. I would take like a college football audience over that. But that atmosphere was fantastic because it's just two fan bases that live and die with their teams, and it's just everyone's neighbors. So they're just every inning, someone is standing up like a Mets fan. If the Mets get a hit, they'd be like, oh, look at your bum-ass pitcher up there. That guy sucks. That's why we got rid of him. And then the next inning, when that, their pitcher does something or their hitter does something, then the Yankees fans give it up and give it to the Mets fans. It was just 9 innings of that. That was pretty great.
I would imagine that the World Series between the Indians, now Guardians, and the Cubs was pretty good.
I mean,
that was two fan bases that haven't won.
I was there for that. I would say my takeaway from that was, so for Game 7, the Cubs fans were really cocky and talking a lot of crap when they were up. And my thought was, why are you doing this? You're a cursed franchise.
At
the time,
bizarre.
I'm like, you're about to. And then when Rajai Davis hit that home run, I was like, I hope the Cubs lose so bad.
Yeah.
Because why were you, as a Cubs fan, before that World Series, you should have never, ever counted your eggs before they hatched or your chickens before they hatched. I don't understand how they had, but it's I don't know if it's because that's how Chicago sports fans are in general. I don't know. But all I know is if I had been on a fan of a franchise that had been cursed for over 100 years, I would have just sat quiet until the game went final.
I'll tell you, maybe it was where I was sitting, but I did get to go to a World Series game for the Mets years ago when they played the Royals in that World Series. Was that 2015, I want to say? Took my dad. It was a lot of fun. But I would say the atmosphere for the Mets-Yankees game, like a regular season Mets-Yankees game, the atmosphere was better in the sense of like it was more fun.
Mm-hmm.
That World Series game was so stressful as a fan. What it was everyone was just wound up like a ball of rubber bands. And then the second a hit dribbled through the infield, it's just like everyone is like, they got it! Like you're it's such a release of tension, but then immediately the next at bat, you're like, okay, here we go again. And everyone's tense. And it wasn't like, I mean, it was enjoyable. It was a high stakes atmosphere. It was all the things you want in sports. I was getting a chance to watch my team play in a World Series. Never would trade that for a million years. But by the end of that game, I walked out of there like exhausted. Disappointed because my team ended up losing the game, but like I was exhausted at the end of that because my body was tense for the entire time. I couldn't relax and enjoy the game.
You was more tense than me in a championship game.
Yeah, I probably was. You played in a championship game.
I was exhausted after the game, but like I wasn't tensed.
How was that atmosphere compared to like, an OSU Michigan game versus like OSU Alabama? What was that atmosphere like compared to OSU Michigan?
That might have been OSU Alabama.
Yeah,
that's probably the best one I've ever been a part of, atmosphere wise.
That's why
you got two passionate fan bases going at it, and it was obviously the first half. It was a lot of cocky Bama fans, and then as we came back, OSU took. Oh man, that was woo! If I could replay that game over and over again, that'd probably be the only game that I'd rather play over and over again.
I mean, I was there also sitting about 300 yards away from Tyvis.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
Totally different perspective, but I would agree with being in the stands. That's probably my favorite game I've ever attended.
Dylan, did you have that thing, though, of like not being able to relax the entire game? Because that's the way I am at huge games like that. I've been to a couple of OSU Michigan games too. It's the same thing where maybe it's just me. I cannot relax and enjoy those games. I am a ball of stress when I've been at those games.
The only time I really tensed up was when Tyvis took the ball out of the end zone. What are you doing, man? Take a knee.
Yeah, would you do that again if you played that game? Like you said, if you could play that game over and over
play
again?
that game over and over again, I would get the interception and I would go to the left instead of the right. That's the one time. I kick myself about it every time. If I would have went to the left, Everybody was already storming the field. You know how many blocks they would have threw just because they were celebrating? Now, they got called back, but still, I would have made it to the end zone for sure. I'd have been like, get out the way, y'all.
You'd have the video of you in the end zone. That's right. That'd be very good. All right. New mock draft just dropped minutes ago. Mel Kiper put out his latest mock draft. Where are the Buckeyes going? What are the Browns and Bengals doing? We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your St. Patrick's Day on this Tuesday. If you live over on the east side and maybe are heading towards downtown, taking that 70 westbound direction right now, don't take that route. We are seeing some really bad slowdowns over in that area after a crash, just passing State Route 256. Once again, 70 in that westbound direction. 2 right lanes are blocked. Looking at a 25-minute delay. Traffic as far back as Etna. So if you can, take 40 instead westbound and get you to 270 southbound. Back going eventually on that westbound direction of 70. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
The open season Sportsman's Expo hits this Friday through Sunday at the Ohio Expo Center. See Twiggy the water skiing squirrel. Shop hundreds of exhibitors and much more with Toyota, the official truck, and Tacticam, the official cell camera. Get discounted tickets now at OpenSeasonSportsman'sExpo.com.
Camping World is now open in Sunbury. The celebration starts now, and you're invited. Join us from March 19th to the 22nd for our grand opening block party with special pricing on a huge selection of new and used RVs. Enjoy free food, fun on-site activities, and exciting giveaways. Plus, enter for a chance to win a brand new RV. As part of America's #1 RV network, Camping World brings you more value and more ways to enjoy life on the road. Don't miss the grand opening block party at Camping World in Sunbury. We'll see you there.
Want to start testosterone therapy? Don't settle for one-size-fits-all doses from your doctor or pay hundreds out of pocket at a TRT franchise. At Low T Center, you can get insurance-covered TRT customized to your body for maximum effectiveness and safety. Low T Center continues to lead the industry in TRT. And this month, enjoy a free men's T test and discounted peptides while supplies last. Head to lowtcenter.com and sign up for your free test today. That's lowtcenter.com.
Forget the pot of gold. Save some green at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% plus no payments for 90 days on select new Kia Sorentos, Sportages, and Tellurides. Or buy a new 2026 Kia K4 for $279 a month. Visit CoghlanKia.com.
Coghlan has the car for you.
0% APR available for 48 months on select in-stock units. 90-day deferred payments. Buy for $279 per month for 84 months at 5.99% APR with approved credit through Kia Finance. See dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
The sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the place to be for all the basketball action. Watch every game at once on 2 video walls spanning 50 feet, plus over 30 TVs. Come show off your jump shot in our King of the Court drawings and take home memorabilia from a Cleveland basketball legend. We've also got unbeatable game day food and drinks all season long. Guarantee your spot. Reserve a table with up to $300 in dining credits at HollywoodColumbus.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, it's important to us that when you call Pella Columbus, you talk to a real person.
You should hear how smooth it is when you call us.
You calling right now?
Yep. Oh, here we go. New windows. No. New window. Operator.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Oh, what? Just cleared that drain last week.
At the Waterworks, we mean clean, which means we don't just clear your drain, we actually clean it. Get your drains good as new with the Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Around here, sunrise only means one thing. It's time to get to work. Whether you're hauling, herding, baling, or raking, Kubota tractors and hay tools are built to make hay any day, including while the sun shines. Learn more about how Kubota is built to get the job done right at KubotaUSA.com. Go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimers.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Families trust schools to be places where children can learn without fear. That is why educators, students, and families are speaking out to ensure schools remain places where children can learn and reach their full potential. All students deserve to feel safe and welcomed at school with the respect and security they need to learn and thrive. no exceptions.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Can't follow the Buckeyes to the tournament? Adam and Nicole hit the road for all the action.
Sponsored by Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Keep it locked on 10TV, 10TV Plus, and your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered snow showers this morning, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and blustery with temperatures in the 20s, but with the winds, we feel like we're in the single digits. And then as we head into the day today, we will see a chance of snow showers on and off, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and highs struggling to get into the low 30s with gusty winds. For tonight, partly cloudy overnight with our lows down into the 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Maybe you are someone who has seen other people's garages and you've seen those beautiful floors. They've got all the nice stuff done and you go, man, I want a garage like that. My garage floor, though, is so messed up. I don't know if I can get it fixed. Well, let me tell you, Comer and Cross Garage Floor Coatings, they can help you out, especially if your entire garage looks bad because you've got stains, cracks, or even a failed epoxy job where you tried to fix it before. They can fix it for you and get it done right. Give you a gleaming new Comer and Cross Garage Floor in just one day when you call them up at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That is the number to get Comer and Cross to come out with their pros, never a subcontractor. They're professionals who know how to install this product, will put it in your garage floor, fix all those cracks, those stains, the bad epoxy jobs. In one day, they'll take everything out of your garage, get it done right, and then you will pull into your garage the next time you see it, and you will feel like you've just pulled into a new car showroom. That's the promise from Comer and Cross Garage Floor Coatings. So give them a call today, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or set up your appointment at comercross.com. Again, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or COMER cross.com.
So looking at Mel Kiper's new mock draft, the one thing that's consistent about this is one thing that's been it's two things that's been consistent about these
number
mock
one
drafts.
seems to be
number
pretty
one
consistent.
is very consistent that it's going to be Fernando Mendoza that's taken as the number one player in this draft, and the Raiders are operating with that. Obviously signing Tyler Lindenbaum and trying to make some moves in free agency. Trading Geno Smith is basically saying, yeah, we're taking Fernando Mendoza.
Even I think trying to trade Max Crosby, right, just was like, hey, that's all right. We want to get as much free cap space as we can to surround this guy with talent and get picks and stuff too.
Right.
I mean, you're going to need that.
But that
blew up. But I'm saying that was the strategy, to your point. Yeah, they were trying to do that.
The other thing that's been holding true since mock draft season began is that Arvell Reese will be the first Buckeye taken in the draft because he has him going third. I know earlier they had him second to the Jets. He now got David Bailey going second to the Jets. Arvell Reese third to the Cardinals, which you put him with Cody Simon, Denzel Burke. Who else is over? Is Baron Browning still there?
I feel like he was there. Yeah, I think you're right.
That's the
Buckeye West.
That's what I say.
I mean,
It's the Ohio State Cardinals, ain't it?
A lot of
Terrence
Ohio
Johnson
State fans.
Jr. over there. Man,
Marv is there, right?
Marv is there. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of Buckeyes that just live out there anyway. But then whenever you play out there, there's always a ton of Buckeye fans at that bowl game.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like, I mean,
they love
makes sense. They load up on Buckeye. Isn't there even a Buckeye, Arizona?
Yeah.
It's one of the suburbs of Phoenix. So.
I feel like that's like a Twitter account, ain't it?
Is it
Buckeye or something like that?
Probably is. I feel like, though, there is an actual suburb called Buckeye, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you're right. Arizona.
I know they got a famous, bar or something.
Okay.
It's an Ohio State bar over there.
Well,
Buckeye is a suburb west of Phoenix.
Yeah. So I'm saying Arvell Reese would be right at home if he goes to Arizona. Now, I don't know how it works out on the field, but from an off-field standpoint, there will be a lot of Buckeye support for him there for sure.
Number 4, Jeremiah Love to the Tennessee Titans. Number 5, Caleb Downs to the New York Giants. That'd be nice, actually. I actually kind of like that spot for him.
Hopefully it works out better than the well, I guess he didn't start out there, right? Because the Browns took who's a former Michigan safety? The Browns
Jabril Peppers.
Yes, but when he went to New York, did he do much at New York? I feel like he had him
just
a guy.
Yeah, I feel like he was just okay.
Yeah.
I think with the Patriots, he might have had maybe one good year.
Yeah, I feel like but Caleb Downs now, I'm quite sure John Harbaugh would. I mean, he has talked glowingly about Caleb Downs, so you would think that would make a lot of sense that he'd want him. Now, maybe that's just all smoke and mirrors, but Mel Kiper is clearly buying it if that's the case.
Caleb Downs with that front they got, that he'd love that.
Yeah,
they got a great defensive line. Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns. Whew, that ball coming out. Kayvon Thibodeau still there. That ball coming out fast. I'm going to just tell you that now. So that would actually be a really good spot for him. Number 6, the Cleveland Browns, Monroe Freeling. Now, this guy has climbed up the charts since the combine.
He's a tackle from Georgia.
Yeah, everybody had Francis, the guy from Miami, as the number one guy, the number one tackle.
That's Francis Mauigoa. That's how we say it.
Noah or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
Right.
Anyways, he was the guy before the combine, but this Monroe Freeland, like, according to like his athleticism and all that and his size is off the chart. So he's like and he plays left tackle. So he's been the prototypical left tackle and everybody keeps linking him with the Cleveland Browns. So the Browns take him at 6. That'd probably be a really good spot for him.
I don't want to get too deep in the weeds because, one, I'm not an offensive tackle expert. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I can break down offensive line play. I can just look at numbers and say, these teams have been good or bad with their offensive lines. But what does worry me is anytime you hear about a guy only after the combine rocketing up the boards when you already had a ton of film to watch. I know NFL scouting departments do use some of the stuff they get from the combine to help, but when it comes down to making the right pick, all I want is for the Browns to pick a tackle in the first round and a wide receiver in the first round. I have my thoughts on who the better wide receivers are, but like from a tackle standpoint, if that fits, if they find the guy that they think works the best, then I don't know if they've earned my trust, but I will let them make the pick and then see how it goes. I'm just saying, like, it does a little bit worry me when you say everyone had this other guy penciled in as the best player, but then combine happened, and now this dude is shooting up.
I think it's because of his size. And this guy's he's only had 18 college starts.
And that might be why scouts weren't on him, right?
They said when he declared, it was a surprise because he only had 18 college starts. But they see franchise left tackle traits. He's quick and alert in pass pro, using his long 34 and 3/4 inch arms to his advantage. So it's the size and the fact that people probably look at him like 18 starts. That means that he's still pretty fresh. You can still teach him some things and blah, 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 blah. Number 7, Sonny Styles to the Washington Commanders. Number 8, Carnell Tate to the New Orleans Saints. Number 9, Reuben Bain to the Chiefs. And what's his name?
Mansour Delane from LSU. They have the Bengals taking him corner.
I like that pick for them.
Any defense, I'm good with.
They definitely need a lockdown corner. That's one thing in this league that you need. That's between that and the defensive tackle. I think that's 2 essential positions on the defensive side of the ball because they can make a difference. So I have no problem with that. They don't. In his mock, he does not have Caden McDonald going in the first round, unfortunately.
Yes, but what about Caden McDonald?
He will be.
Now you're not listening to me. In the commercial break, Tyvis told me that like 5 minutes beforehand, and then I said, "Hey, he doesn't have Caden McDonald going on here." And I said, "He's like, yeah, I know, I told you that, idiot." So yeah, that's.
And for Browns fans, the second pick at the 24th spot, he's got them taking Makai Lemon. If Makai Lemon get to drop down that far, they better go sprint that pick in. I ain't not gonna lie to you.
I mean, he does say like I could see Makai Lemon going earlier than 24th, but that's just how it fell in his board. But yeah, he has Casey Concepcion going like 31st,
31st to the Patriots,
which would, I'm sure, work out for them. Like, just that feels like the type of thing where, you know how the good teams at the back end of the first round always, it seemed like the Ravens used to do that every year where they'd say, "Oh, we snuck back in and got Lamar Jackson." You're like, gosh, if that works out, that could be really, and it turned out it did. He's been pretty great for them. That feels a lot like that type of pick where he's really good. He's a really good player, I think.
I feel like the Browns going to trade down from 6.
Yeah. Just take the best player at 6, whatever, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and then at 24, get the one you didn't from the other, and get 2 first-round picks at 2 positions of need.
They're going to trade down from 6 and trade up from 24.
You know what? That would be an Andrew Berry special, where you would give up draft capital to not just pick the guys that you could if you just stayed there. But whatever. It's smartest guy in the room.
What if Carnell Tate started to slide?
What? Okay. Yeah, you're saying if he slides down to what? 24?
No,
that's not happening.
No. That's not happening. What if he was still there at like 18?
Oh, and then you trade up.
That's what I'm saying.
But then that would mean they would have passed on him and taken the offensive tackle, supposedly.
Probably.
Okay, then in that, sure, then trade. But I'm saying at 6, make your pick.
Oh, well.
I'm saying don't trade down and up. Like, don't trade down from 6 and up from 24. I hope they don't do that.
They're going to take all the compensation from trading down at 6 to just trade up from 24.
Just keep the 6th pick, draft. And
I can see them doing it.
If your board is crazy
I'm doing it.
and you're getting like insane value to move up 5 spots to get a guy that you think is like, you know, a Hall of Famer, then sure, go for it. But like at 6, I want you to keep that pick and get the best player you can. All right, 2 minutes away. There could be a vote next week that motivates LeBron James to retire. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Delay on the north side of Columbus after a disabled vehicle. It's that 71 southbound ramp just as you're passing State Route 161, so expect some slower speeds out there this morning. We also have a disabled vehicle in the northeast corner of our city over by Blendon Township, but not too bad with traffic. It's over by that 270 northbound ramp to 161 eastbound. That right lane is blocked. Lastly, for our friends in Marysville, still seeing repairs on 33 eastbound at State Route 4. That right lane is also blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
The 2 most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants.
The pervert and the skivvies.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
If you missed any part of the show, you can go back and hear it wherever you get podcasts. Just search up on your favorite podcast app, T-Bone and Tyvis, and you will find our podcast there for you. It is free of charge. It's brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus, so we thank them for their support. But if you missed anything earlier, you would have heard the first hour and a half of the show where we didn't have any sound, and that means I couldn't play my stupid sound effects, and it very much bummed me out. But good news, it is a Hot Take Tuesday, and I have sound effects again, so I feel very good about that. This is the hot take that I got. This last one came in from Meat Sweats at Bone and Tyvis 971. He says, hot take, NCAA tournament is overrated. It only needs to be 16 teams. I feel like we're all doing we're all doing a Collinsworth there.
If it wasn't for so many upsets, I would agree.
Here's the thing to his point. If we're talking about when it comes to just determining a national champion, yes, it's probably going to come from the top 4 seeds, which is the top 16 teams.
Sure.
But when, like, this Thursday is practically a national holiday.
Yeah, right. I mean,
and you fill out your bracket, whether that be paper or on the app, and you go out, and that was a shot at you, T.
I was just letting it go. It's fine.
Or you go, like, I know I don't really hardly ever go out anymore, but I'm not watching the Buckeyes at noon from my couch.
No, you want to go.
I'm going to be at the casino or like Yogi's or Roosters or something. Like, it's an occasion.
Absolutely. You know what I'll be doing? Working.
Oh, because you'll be up in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Show will still be going on. This is last week, though. It'll be off next week.
I mean, I don't know, Tyvis. That might be the one where it's like, hey, guys, I mean, I'm sure people are watching this, but it's tournament day. What are we doing? Like, are you guys going to live react to tournament stuff at least?
Not a chance.
You got to, I mean, that's a little bit of that I would think you would want to do. But yeah, I can't go with you on 16 teams is enough for the NCAA tournament. No, that's how I feel about that. No, I can't. Come on. It's too big a business anyway. They will never reduce the size of the tournament. I will also say, though, that is not me advocating for them to expand it either.
They was trying to expand it to 70.
They want to go to, is it 72 or 78? I don't remember what the math would have to be. I mean, 72 from 68 is just 4 more, right? I guess would have to be 76, would be 8 more. You have to do it in certain increments, right? For everything to work out math-wise. But yeah, like, I don't feel like we need to see Auburn from this year be in this tournament. The team that was barely above 500.
Said that they would have made some noise.
Great. I'm sure he's not biased in any way.
They gonna go play in the what's the tournament that they came up with?
They're not. They're not playing
Auburn's
that.
playing in the NIT.
Oh, they're playing the NIT.
No,
You're talking about the crown.
Yeah.
I saw some of that got announced, and I saw it and said, "Oh, you're still trying to make that happen? That's pathetic." Like, I know Colorado's in it.
Don't you get like NIL money or something for winning?
Supposedly. Who won?
How much is it? Is it 100,000 a piece?
I mean, it would matter for the players, but like, I don't care if you're giving them $5 million a piece.
A piece?
I'm saying, Tyvis.
T-Bone, they giving $5 million a piece. We.
You want to put a team together?
Give me the ball. Get out the way.
Tyvis, I'm saying, I don't care how much the players are getting paid. Guys in the NBA are making $200 million. Does that make you want to watch the games more or less? To me, it doesn't matter. I want to see basketball that's compelling and interesting.
If you're a
that
basketball
is why more people,
fan, you will watch it.
Yes, but that's not the general public. I'm saying I'm not, and I am a basketball fan. I've got March Madness to watch. I've got women's tournament to watch as well. That's men's and women's on the March Madness. Then you've got, I guess if you really are jonesing to watch more college basketball, there's the NIT. Then after all that, there's still going to be plenty of NBA action to watch. And then you're telling me now I'm going to tune into watch this useless chase for the crown thing.
Basketball is meaningless in the NBA right now.
Isn't that where
it's starting to not get meaningless though? Because now we're starting to get down to where we're getting into playoff seeding and stuff like that.
What is it? Isn't it 12 games left or something like that?
It's getting close. I mean, that's where the NHL is too.
Let's get to the
NHL and NBA are both winding down.
They need to just get to the playoffs.
Isn't the crown where we got this great audio of the Utah fans screaming? That was in the Crown Championship.
Was it?
Utah and Butler.
Right into his lap. Andre Screen in his second year at Butler.
The Crown gave us that audio. That's why I will never talk crap about the Crown.
That is pretty effective. I mean, I would miss every shot I ever took if that was what I was hearing. That would not work out. So there's a vote that could motivate LeBron, speaking of basketball and the NBA, to retire. Vote on Vegas and Seattle NBA expansion is going to be next week, apparently, according to sources. LeBron wants to be part of the ownership group for Las Vegas. What they're going to do next week, they need 23 of 30 owners to approve the decision to move forward and talk to potential ownership groups in Las Vegas and Seattle. So next week's vote, while it would not absolutely bring back expansion in the NBA, it pretty much would say, now we can talk to ownership groups officially about putting a team there. And LeBron wants to be in an ownership group in Las Vegas. Presumably, for you to do that, you can't be playing in the NBA.
Is this one of those things where one can get there is a package deal? So if Seattle get approved, Vegas gets approved, or is it one or the other? I'm
gonna guess they don't want to put one team in. They want to put there's 2 expansion slots up for bidding, and the 2 cities that have been the most open and wanting
Vegas and Seattle.
Yeah. And the NBA wants to be back.
You'd be thrilled.
I'd be thrilled for Seattle. Well, in that Vegas franchise, like, think about that.
Will they be the Supersonics?
Oh, in Seattle?
Yeah.
If they're not, there should be a mutiny. I mean, come on. You played in Seattle. You know how those fans are. You don't think that city would embrace the Sonics coming back? They missed that team.
They didn't tell OKC they couldn't take the history with them, did they?
No, they
have all that.
It. Yeah,
it's not they're not the Oklahoma City Sonics. They're the Thunder.
You could just take it away from them, though.
Stolen valor.
Whatever.
Didn't that happen to the?
It did happen to
the
somebody.
Charlotte Bobcats took the Hornets from New Orleans.
Well, that whole thing. No, what do you mean?
When the Hornets moved back, they took their history back.
The Hornets took it from Charlotte. When that's like
the New Orleans Hornets. That's what I'm saying. They switched their name to the Pelicans because the Charlotte Bobcats took their Hornets name.
Yes, but the Hornets took it from Charlotte in the first place.
Correct.
So, so it's like you're taking that from the team that already stole it, so I don't feel bad about that. You stole it back. That's like some Robin Hood stuff right there. Like you got it back for who it belonged to.
It can be done where you just give the team their history back. We've seen it before.
So if Vancouver got a team, would Memphis
have the Grizzlies?
Would Memphis have to give
got
up?
A lot of Grizzlies in Memphis?
Well, they said, I seen that if this gets approved, that between Memphis
and Minnesota
would go to the Eastern Conference.
Well, one of them, it
should be New Orleans that goes to the East.
They'd have to move 2 teams just to balance things out. So yeah, they were saying those would be 2 of the candidates to do it. But yeah, I'm sure less people care about. All I'm telling you is, if they get the Sonics back, I will be wearing Sonics. I need to get some Sonics gear.
Sean Kemp jersey coming back out. Huh?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the good Sean Kemp jersey, not the fat one he was wearing when he was with the Cavs. That one we don't acknowledge. We don't acknowledge that Sean Kemp.
By the way, I admitted this to T-Bone off the air a couple months ago, but I said that Blake Griffin, Sean Kemp, very comparable. Went and watched some Sean Kemp highlights. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
It was disrespectful.
It was a very disrespectful take.
Blake Griffin, great player.
Yes.
Nothing against Blake Griffin.
He was just a dunker.
Blake Griffin?
You watched him his year that he got traded to Detroit?
He was good. I mean, he
could shoot then.
He was a good player. Great college player, too. Fantastic college player.
He was just athletic.
Okay. All right.
I'll just say Sean Kemp could do everything that Blake Griffin could do, at least on offense, and then had it a lot more going on the other side.
He was throwing your stuff into the 5th row. Oh, yeah. Sean Kemp, just telling you. You know what? If I had a time machine, I would take care of some other things first. Save the world, all that. Yeah, we kill baby Hitler, all that. Yeah, we get that all out of the way. Then after that, it would be me taking like younger people who like the sports that I like back to the games that I'm like, you should have seen this guy in his prime. And then we could go watch like Sean Kemp rocking the Kamikazes. Yes, we would have watched that out in Seattle at Key Arena.
I want to see if Jordan pushed off. And against the Jazz.
What do you don't need to go to a time machine? You got it from every angle. He pushed all the way off.
Live.
That's why we need to go back to 1962 or whatever and watch Wilt's 100-point game not happen.
I watched Tyvis.
That
one I would go investigate that. I would investigate that 100%. No, I'm telling you, I was watching the finals live. The Jazz, that Michael Jordan, that shot.
He pushed off.
It was a discussion at the time. Everyone was talking about it at the time. I remember having that discussion at school with friends. He pushed off.
You think he pushed off?
Yeah. And I would argue with friends. I was a hater, though. I was a Jordan hater. You'll never suspect that from me.
T-Bone,
such a positive guy.
Ahead of his time when it comes to haters.
I was on the hate. Eric Reeser coming up. Buzzer time next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still looking at some delays in both directions of 71, just north of the city. The first one's going to be a crash, 71 northbound at Cook Road. That left lane and shoulder are blocked down to the teens for your speeds. We also have a disabled vehicle not too far away, 71 southbound, just passing 161 and really over by Morse Road, so expect some lane closures out there. Lastly, for our friends by Blendon Township, a heads up, we are seeing a disabled vehicle where that right lane is blocked. It's about that 270 northbound ramp to 161 eastbound. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Dr. Mark Levy can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring. Sleep better. Live better.
Hey, Central Ohio. It's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward here.
And it's Berm from the Austin and Berm Show.
Berm and I have both done Awaken 180, which honestly should tell people something right there.
Right. It tells you that if it can work for you and me, it can work for anybody.
Because neither one of us has exactly been out here living or were living like a fitness influencer.
No, not unless you count fitness fast food tacos in my mouth.
You treated fast food like it was a love language.
I loved it and I still do.
And look, that's fair, but that's also why Awaken 180 works for people listening right now. You don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to know what you're doing.
No, what you need is a plan. You need someone to help bring you along, and Awaken 180 does that. They tell you what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and how to make it fit your life.
I lost 50 pounds with Awaken 180, then another 5 in free maintenance.
For me, it was 35. I'm in maintenance, and I'm under 200 pounds for the first time in 25 years.
This isn't just for some tiny group of people who already have it all figured out.
Nope, it works for real people with busy lives who are on the go just like us.
You know, if you're just tired of carrying that weight around, do what we did. It sounds like a lot of people out there can do exactly what Awaken 180 did for us.
Yeah, go to awaken180weightloss.com now.
Camping World is now open in Sunbury. The celebration starts now, and you're invited. Join us from March 19th to the 22nd for our grand opening block party with special pricing on a huge selection of new and used RVs. Enjoy free food, fun on-site activities, and exciting giveaways. Plus, enter for a chance to win a brand new RV. As part of America's #1 RV network, Camping World brings you more value and more ways to enjoy life on the road. Don't miss the grand opening block party at Camping World in Sunbury. We'll see you there.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Listen up. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Dr. Mark Levy's been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results. And now he has an office in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Are you tired of running out of space? Check out Menard's Self-Storage Facility. Menard Self-Storage offers the most convenient and secure self-storage in the area. Options include features like 24/7 access, video surveillance, and on-site management. Menard's has warehouse units at the best prices in the area, and your first month is free. They're going quickly, so reserve yours now at menardselfstorage.com. Unit and offer details may vary by facility.
Save big money at Menards.
Remember your first football game? The sound of the crowd, the smell of the grill, the moment you fell in love with the game. This spring break, pass that moment on. At the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, families walk through the greatest moments in football history and create new memories of their own. See the legends, experience the history, share the game you love. Make the Hall of Fame part of your spring break road trip. Plan your visit today at profootballhof.com.
Hey, it's Common Man.
And T-Bone.
And Timmy.
And Tyvis. Pizza Madness is here.
Oh, Pizza Madness, baby. PizzaMadness.pizza on the interwebs. Vote now. It's brought to you by Billiards Plus.
Go vote, you stupid idiots!
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, Eric Reeser. How you
Gentlemen,
good
morning.
How you doing today?
I'm well.
How do you feel about this snowstorm that we have out here?
Well, it's March, so this is just part of the course.
No.
Yes. How long have you lived in Ohio, friend?
Reese, I understand that.
Okay.
I do. But like, the snow is the part that's messing me up.
It's messing everybody up.
If it was cold, like, all right, that's part of the deal. You know, March is pretty.
I think snow squalls are very much a part of March.
No.
Yeah, well, I as someone who's a parent of kids who have played soccer, spring soccer, we have spring soccer and fall soccer for the rec league. Spring soccer is worse like 100 times than fall soccer for this reason, because you get up one day and you're like, oh, it's 70 degrees out.
Sunday
on
was
Thursday.
beautiful. I had shorts on. Kids was outside running around. It was great.
March is synonymous for two things: the NCAA tournament and the what the hell is this snowstorm.
Yes. And I'm telling you, I've been at a soccer field where I've literally had a jacket on to start the day where it's like snow's coming down. And by 3 hours later, we're all sitting there like jackets off. And then also like, should we put shorts on? Because it goes from being 30 to 70. Oh, but then also 50-mile-an-hour winds you got to account for. So think of that when you're factoring in all your clothes. Like, just put all your wardrobe in the back of your trunk so that you can just boots, swimming trunks. Who the hell knows? It's March in Ohio. You're exactly right. It's
what about all the people,
awful for that?
What about the people that celebrate St. Patrick's Day today? Like, you think they're gonna be
cold? It's gonna be cold, and they're gonna drink beer, and then it'll give them a nice beer blanket.
Let me ask you this: is people really? I thought that was this past weekend. Like people celebrated this.
Yeah, if you have a job.
So like, who is actually who's gonna drink a green beer today?
There will be revelers in today's festivities. They've got a parade downtown. So if you're at all thinking of going downtown, I wouldn't.
Right, it's going to be a little busy. Right.
Wouldn't do that this morning, but there's going to be some. I mean, if you fancy yourself enough of a warrior where you can go, have a couple, rest up, and then be productive at your job on Wednesday, more power to you.
So you think people call
in my 20s, I could do that. Can't do it now.
You think people called off today?
Yeah. Or we'll take a half day, or we'll go in and work, and then as soon as 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hits, out.
No, that's that.
Okay.
That if you do that, they're gonna go drink and then go to sleep. Man,
Tyvis, have you met people? This is
how is this new to you?
Number one,
because I don't drink.
Okay, we know
you've been around enough situations where this time March, much like the What the Hell snowstorm, much like the madness of the brackets,
but it's a Tuesday.
Yeah. A day that ends in Y, man. You give them a holiday, they're going to drink on said holiday.
Tyvis, Thursday. There will be if you think Thursday at 12:15.
Well, that's Thirsty Thursday,
right?
It's also NCAA tournament day. There will be people at bars early and often for Thursday.
That's how you kind of have to play this week, right? Because you could take off today, tomorrow, or be a savant and take off Thursday and Friday and say, "Sorry, St. Patrick, I'm on the snake side this year. I'm going to take the Thursday and Friday off for the first round of the tournament." That's the better way to do it.
Do you have these feelings when the 4th of July is on a Tuesday? You think people aren't cracking open a cold one and drinking hot dogs or eating hot dogs and eating burgers?
The responsible ones celebrate the weekend before.
4th of July? No, they don't. They celebrate on the 4th of July because that's what it is.
And then they go to work the next day.
You do your big fancy cookout the weekend before.
All right, that
you
I
might
can
pop
understand.
a couple fireworks.
I love these hypotheticals Tyvis gets into sometimes where you ask him, have you ever met a person? Or have you interacted with people ever?
No, the answer is I've learned more and more.
These happen a lot.
People ain't drinking
where
like
he's just
that.
throwing out these questions where you're like, sir, you are not in the reality that the rest of us are in.
You think somebody getting drunk tonight?
Tyvis, I live in Grandview. There's a certain establishment that puts up a big
And
white
then you
tent
think they gonna go
and
to
does
work
bagpipes
tomorrow?
at 6:30. Yes.
Oh, yeah, they need to call the number.
There are plenty of people who do need to call certain numbers, I'm quite sure, for a variety of vices.
Wow.
But the point is, if you're naive to the fact that people are going to be out there at restaurants and bars today celebrating St. Patty's Day, Thursday celebrating March Madness, then you're not paying attention.
I stand corrected. Guy in the chat says, not me listening to this on the way to Dempsey's play.
And for Ohio State students, it's spring break.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything anyway.
There's lots of colleges that are on spring break anyway, so this is just part of the reveling. Yeah.
I'm glad you threw out the chat because like green noodles today does not sound appetizing.
Well, to each their own.
I agree.
Some people enjoy it.
It's going in your mouth. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, some people enjoy it. That's fine. Let them live.
There's some people that are like Denzel right now, and they're like, I'm drunk right now, Tyvis, listening to the show.
Yeah, that could. I mean, there are people.
Just said people are drunk right now.
There absolutely are. I mean, I thought that was how people got through this show was listening to us drunk. But
I'm sure sometimes
I stand corrected. Who am I to be
Tyvis, you might not drink, but some of your takes make you sound like you're on substances.
Oh, that is very
I thought
true.
because it was
Very
a Tuesday, people, you know.
Well, it's Hot Take Tuesday. People are taking off work for that now, Tyvis. It's crazy. That's how good it is. Great. What do you guys have coming up on the show today, Reese?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, is it? I just found that out.
Dom Tavares going to join at 10:30 as he always does. The Jackets have a big 3-game homestand starting tonight, so Jody Shelley's going to join at 11:30. The brackets, I think, get set on Thursday. So what we do every year is our BFS nonsense bracket. We pick the regions, we pick the Final Four, pick the national championship by a couple of different metrics. So we'll do that throughout the program. Like the East region, we'll pick based off of the brand execution. The South, we're going to pick based off who we think our dogs would root for. The West, where we'd want our kid to go to school at. And then in the Midwest, a mascot fight to the death.
Oh, so you're picking the bracket based off of no rules other than these arbitrary
So
ones you set up.
yesterday,
I like
Scooney
it.
Penn convinced me to pick Arkansas in my actual bracket.
I did too.
And every year, the Bishop and Friends nonsense bracket that we do does better than mine.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we had last year was mascot fight to the death. Also, last year was where we'd want to live. Last year was coach we'd want to have a drink with.
I
think one year we did coach we'd like to have as president. So it's all over the place, but it does much better than our actual brackets.
Could you pick a coach that you'd want to have a drink with, even if you vehemently disagreed with everything that coach says? Because
Sure.
I could see going and
Cronin?
saying, yeah, he'd be one. Or I don't really agree with anything Bob Huggins says out of his mouth these days, but I'd watch the man drink and hear. I'd like to sit back and watch and just see what happens. But yeah, that kind of thing would be all right. He's not coaching anywhere now, but all right, I like this idea. This is good. All right.
We'll do that from 9 to noon.
There we go. Bishop and Friends. Get your bracket filled out.
On a Tuesday.
Probably win your bracket pool if you
I
do
would
that.
say if you follow our picks or our nonsense picks, you might do better in the pool. I was talking to Joshua Perry yesterday, and I didn't realize that his first bracket he's ever filled out was only a couple of years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the first time I won a bracket pool, the only time I've won a bracket pool was when Carmelo Anthony led Syracuse to the NCAA championship.
Wow. We're old, buddy. That's
and I'm really bad at this.
There's that.
So
too.
follow the nonsense, 9 to noon.
Yep. Bishop and Friends coming up next.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the chill? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train furnaces, including 0% APR for 60 months.
All right. A German tourist to New York, the German man's name was Fekau Mons, visited New York back in 2024, October 2024. Went to a place in New York City, a taqueria called Los Tacos Number 1. Okay, so went to get some tacos. He then put some spicy salsas that were available at the restaurant on said tacos. He then claimed they were so spicy that they caused him personal damage, and he sued for $100,000 because he said it was irresponsible for this taqueria to put this type of salsa out there. He said, as I had no idea how dangerous these sauces could be or which ingredients are put in the sauces, I started putting a lot of these sauces inside my tacos. Also, I think you're looking for the word is salsa, but whatever. Anyway, he alleged that he experienced unpleasant symptoms after eating the tacos, including burning in his mouth and tongue. And I'm going to guess elsewhere. He didn't say that. I'm saying that.
I was about to say, R.I.P. to his toilet.
That's right. Increased heart rate, nausea, and tongue blisters. He said he returned to his hotel where then he experienced all the things you would think he did at his hotel and in the bathroom. Anyway, a federal judge took this case on and threw it out. So, good. Victory for hot foods.
Get him some milk.
Yeah, victory for common sense as well. What are you doing? Putting hot sauce on your tacos and not being aware of that. All right, that's it for us. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In Dublin, the 2 right lanes are now blocked on 33, that eastbound direction just passing Avery Muirfield Drive out there, so keep that in mind with those slowdowns. We also have debris on the roadway over in Delaware County, just north of Powell. It's on State Route 745 in both directions, so it's closed from Home Road to Moore Road. Take advantage of Riverside Drive out there. Lastly, for our friends in Marysville, repairs still going on 33 in that eastbound direction as you're heading towards Dublin. At State Route 4, Main Street, that right lane is blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great St. Patrick's